Yo, yo. Here we go. Can you hear me okay? See me all right? How's everybody doing today? Hello, hello. Yo, yo. White beard. Oh, so another day. Another day. Steven, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. So, yeah, evidently what was it? The Dodge Demon 170 Challenger, like 1,025 horse, is the highest horsepower production vehicle. Well, now they got this Corvette ZR1, 1,250 horsepower, 0 to 60, 1.69 seconds or something like that. I should have checked it. It's like that. And it's like, might be close. It's real close to that. And then quarter mile in 8.8 seconds at 160, 159 or something like that. And it's faster than anything production ever of all time. That's fucking insane. And then all the dealers are going to diarrhea shit all over it and jack up the prices so nobody can get them. Again, government forces you to go through a dealer, dude. It has no right or business in anybody's business how they operate. But here we are. And everybody, you know who pays ultimately every time? Us, the customer. But not that I would be able to get one. Might be able to get one in 10 years that's at a junkyard totaled. Just kidding. And then I wouldn't have the money to fix it up. So, yeah, there's that. But I think it's pretty fucking cool watching that thing, man. Holy shit, I couldn't believe it. We're talking street and everything, right out of the production, right out of it. No zero modifications, man. It's fucking impressive. That's all I'm saying. That's all I know. I'm kind of stoked on that, man. That's tight as shit. All right, let me show you. Let me give you a little taste. Let me give you a taste. ZR1 will not be invited back to the next electric vehicle meet. The ZR1 is not invited back to the next electric vehicle meet. Well, guess what? You electric vehicles were never invited in the first place. It's forced onto us by the fucking pedophiles who want to control us so they can just hit a button and turn you off. And actually, they can remote control you right back to the cop shop and lock you in. I don't know. That looks like a different one than the one I'm talking about. I don't know why that looks different. The one I'm talking about is mid-engine. So I don't know why it says ZR1 here. Anyway, again, I'm not an expert on that shit. I was just noticing. So I guess they're not releasing the Epstein files, and what they are releasing is a fraction. And I guess and what they are releasing is all redacted. So again, you have people held unaccountable above the law, the DOJ, and the intelligence agencies. By the way, the intelligence agencies are doing the sex trafficking, the drug trafficking, the weapons trafficking, the children trafficking, everything. Okay, they're the ones doing it. The intelligence agencies are the ones that create the wars, destabilize other countries, and do regime changes and all this shit. It's the intelligence agencies that do all this criminal shit, and it's them who run the presidents like Biden, Obama, Trump. They don't do any. These are window dressing idiots. The intelligence agencies are what runs the government. They run the president. They make the president's schedule, what he has to do today. He has no. He doesn't. He just does what he is told to do on the schedule for that day by the intelligence agencies, who are unelected and held unaccountable all the time. It is your new king and queen, the unaccountable, never ever get any justice since the beginning of government's existence. Democide is the number one cause of death by government policy, not war. That's not including war. They're breaking their own laws. All right, let's see. What do we want to play here? So I guess here, let me show another quick one. So the corporations pretend they care, but here's what they really do.
Crazy to see.
This is the bottom of the supply chain of your iPhone, of your Tesla, of your Samsung. I mean, I'm just naming those companies.
Right.
It's all of them, right? This is an industrial cobalt mine where there's not.
This is so-called green energy. This is your so-called green energy, electric vehicles, when it's the most filthy, dirtiest, of all time, using all these slaves like this.
Not supposed to be one artisanal miner. Now, that's the term used for people who are just digging by hand as opposed to tractors and excavators. This mine, and I can name it, it's called Shabara. There's not supposed to be one artisanal miner here, according to the consumer-facing tech companies and EV companies buying this cobalt.
EV companies, electric vehicles, and all the corporations are just a bunch of goddamn flaming pedophiles.
And behold,
just like the politicians. They're all one big gang, and you ain't in it. I damn sure ain't in it. I don't want to be in it.
I walk into this place and
I'd rather fucking die.
This is what I see. There's more than 15,000 human beings crammed into that pit, digging by hand.
This is so crazy to see.
This is the bottom of the supply chain of your iPhone.
So again, the corporations pretend that electric vehicles and all this shit is green energy when it's the opposite, okay? You'll never see coal is the most cleanest energy of all time. Coal, it's beautiful. It's perfect. They had, you know what I mean? And so then you got natural gas and all this shit. Again, if the retards understood science, is that all gases become neutralized and inert in the atmosphere. It's a natural filter, right? Only if you contain certain gases, like you have to use a container in order to concentrate enough of, say, like carbon monoxide in a garage, only then can anything going into the air be a problem. If you were to concentrate it and funnel it into a garage, or it's in the garage, right? So there's no problem with any. And carbon dioxide is actually good for us. I mean, I breathe it in and out all the time. I breathe it out and back in. I mean, it's not a problem. 4/5 of the air is nitrogen, right? Inert, right? And only like 15% is oxygen. The rest, 5%, is another fucking variety of miscellaneous gases and whatnot. What's up, Tom? Tom and Jerry. As per usual, though, folks, if you can donate, man, help a brother out because, god damn, I'm broke. Like I owe my neighbor $1 million. Man, I got to make a payment to him soon, man. I don't know what I'm going to get cut off here. Folks, help me out with some donations, please. Let me put a banner down. Which one? Which one do you like? And if the links aren't below, go to Meltology. Go to the what do you call it when you go to the channel? Go to the channel, Meltology Professor. Go to the channel, and the links are right there. When you click on more, the links are there. Towers to the motherfucking domes. JH, welcome. JH, haven't seen you. I'll try and remember everybody. Okay, if you can handle this guy screaming and yelling when he talks, when he's supposed to be talking normal, he's like screaming at the top of his lungs, but he seems cool other than that. But yeah. Voidzilla, 1.3 million. Jesus, why? How?
The government is breaking the law with the Epstein files. They were supposed to release all of them. They did not. They were supposed to explain redactions. They did not. They were supposed to have limited redactions that did not allow them to redact on the basis of embarrassment or for politically exposed people. They did that. They redacted actual people who were investigated in the Epstein case, not just the victims. And this is in violation of the bipartisan law that Donald Trump signed only months ago. It's a law called the Epstein Transparency Act, and I've excerpted a few bits of it for you, where specifically they could not redact all the files. They had to release all of them by a certain day, which they missed. They didn't hit that deadline. They said they needed more time to review. But of the stuff we've already gotten, they've redacted more than they were supposed to. The law says that they can't redact on the basis of embarrassment, reputational harm, political sensitivity. Basically, they can't just say like, oh, we don't like that guy's name is coming out. They only can redact on the basis of like national security or if it's a victim. And even if they do redact, they have to explain why they did so. They have to give a summary of redactions made, including the legal.
And one of those reasons would have to fucking fit. You see what I'm saying?
Basis, and they did.
They don't. Who gives a fuck? It's just they're all a bunch of criminals. What do you think is going to happen? They hold themselves unaccountable. The intelligence agencies do all the crime everywhere. They run all the governments everywhere. It's a clusterfuck of pedophiles. The intelligence agencies is a bunch of fucking pedophiles. Period. Pedophile, criminals, psychopathic killers, serial killers that believe they have the right to murder people. They believe they have a license to kill. They believe the world is their stage. The pedophile, goddamn sex trafficking, pedophile intelligence agencies believe the world is their stage. They're the boss. They're our God. They believe they're our God or something.
Did not do that either. Not only did they make redactions that clearly in the context are not victims at all, but rather possible perpetrators. They're redacting possible perpetrators, but they also haven't explained anything they did redact. And on the DOJ website, you can see that they're just not interested in following the law here because they say they're going to redact personal information pertaining to victims, which is according to the law. Then they say other private individuals. But that, again, is not what the law says.
Yo, Bill Clinton didn't show up too. They tried to force Bill Clinton to come and testify. Hell no. That fucking pedophile. Are you kidding me?
Law makes no provision for
that pedophile is fucking, he's going to be absent without leave. He's going to be missing, disappeared. He's going to disappear himself.
that. So the DOJ has sort of taken the law that was passed and kind of just like reinterpreted it. And even still, they're not complying with it because, as I said, they're supposed to release everything by a certain day. Here's the status of that.
Look at
so
this.
far,
Look at this fucking. These fuckers literally believe they can do anything they want, these intelligence agencies. And evidently they can. I wonder if they can get that defunded. Will that stop them? What happens if they get defunded? Are they going to fucking pull? Are they going to fucking go batshit and, you know what I mean? Pull all their cards, so to speak, of the politicians they control?
0.4% of the total pages that are under review have been released. They say they have, and I'm not even kidding, 5 million pages of documents related to Epstein. They also say they have 2 million documents.
Again, all these retards believe that they run the government and they have the power when they don't. It's the intelligence agencies have all the power. None of you retards can do anything. Like, if the people have power, then if they vote, and the guy they vote for doesn't hold their promises, how did they have any power again? And how do they have any power? Do you ever get to vote on anything that actually matters? You get to vote on who gets to make decisions for you, and you think you're free. Like, you people are infant level fucking retards. Like, it's amazing. Mental midget fucking idiots.
Under review so far.
Basically fucking cattle. You're like a fucking chicken. You got the brain of a goddamn chicken, you fucking retards.
They've released 12,000. And a lot of those were entirely redacted with no explanation, right? Like, against the law, no explanation of this. But what's crazy and like what I can't wrap my head around is my entire life, I was led to believe Congress like had some power or were able to.
Again, a naive fucking idiot fucking retard. My whole life, I was indoctrinated by the pedophiles to believe that they weren't going to lie to me. Goo, goo, boo, boo, goo, goo. What a fucking dumb fuck.
Do things, they made laws, and you had to follow those laws, right? That's really important, to follow the laws Congress passes. But maybe
laws by pedophiles, opinions enforced by psychopath pedophile cops. They're just opinions of rich pedophiles, you fucking idiot. You don't listen. If I don't have the right to rule over you, then you don't have the right to rule over me. Even if you get a bunch of you together and vote and all that pedophile shit, you still don't have the right to rule over me. You can't make a law for me. You can't make a fucking law for me. You're not understanding it. Snap out of it, dumb fucking retard. Shit on the ground is smarter than these retard YouTubers. This is why I have no fucking views, and this fucking asshole retard has millions or thousands. I can't even watch these retards. That's so fucking dumb. Yeah, they're dumb, JH. They're really dumb, bro. It's hard to believe. Hey, that's really good news to hear, Tom, that Jen put a old video banger of me. Good. I wonder which one it was. Good for her. Shout out to Jen. Maybe she still has it in her heart to do the right thing and be a good person towards me and give me credit where credit's due. Hold on, I got to do something real quick. my goodness. Oh my goodness. Beat it! Get it! I swear I'm gonna kill this fucking woodpecker, man. It just keeps coming back to this tree right next to the house and starts barking, man. I'm gonna fucking have to scare it away every 5 minutes. I'm fucking getting annoyed, but I'm gonna blast this motherfucker soon. I'm telling you, I already blasted one. Fuck him. Next. Yeah, well, that's really good news. I really like to hear people spreading the truth and giving credit where credit's due, and really good for her. We should all be, I don't know why, we should all be working together and collaborating. I don't understand it, really. It's pretty fucking whatever. But fuck them all, you know, they treat me like shit. They all just treat me like dog shit, so who gives a fuck? I haven't really been doing fine on my own. I don't really get that much support like I should or could, like I should get. Financial support, man. Fuck, I'm fucking dying over here. I am not making it. I'm not surviving, dude. It is not working out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know, because I'm not going to be able to have much power soon here, because as soon as I get cut off, there'll be no more live streams because I won't have the gas. Whoops. The real reason why Trump wants Greenland. I promise not to do this to Greenland. Trump tweeted this in
2019. I promise not to do this to Greenland. And he wasn't lying, because the truth is actually much darker.
Billionaires' dreams of building a techno city in Greenland. It's called the Freedom City.
How free do you think the Freedom City is? I feel like anytime I hear a name like that, Freedom City, seems like...
Look.
That's like, it's one of those ironic things, you know, like Patriot Act, which was the most unpatriotic, criminal, pedophile, traitorous shit you could ever do.
Look, you're talking about Peter Thiel wanting to create these.
By the way, straight up Epstein pedophile, something wrong with him here. Straight up Epstein fucking group of pedophiles. They're in the same orbit. Nothing orbits here, but they're in the same crew. And yeah, when he was asked if humans should make it, this demon-possessed alien's like he couldn't say yes for about 20 minutes.
Cities that he would have like
maybe, or like something's wrong with the guy, dude. He's mentally ill. All these like so-called billionaires are really just strung out homeless actors or something. I mean, something's wrong with them.
Techno libertarian rule, right? Which basically means that technology will run the government, people will not.
Yeah. Freedom cities. They're so free. They want freedom cities in Greenland that are so free that you're going to be rolled over automatically by a computer program. Okay? That's how dumb you are. You're going to let a computer program roll over your life instead of a pedophile. At least make them do it. Okay? Don't let them put it on cruise control. Your slavery on cruise control. Right? Are you fucking kidding me?
Not. Which fits into the fact that he has created a software that tracks how you spend your money. PayPal. He has created a software that does mass surveillance, Palantir.
Yeah, it just so happens that he wants this technocratic state, but he owns all the technology.
Right.
So it's like, are you running it then? Is he running it?
And then when you look at this guy, Ken Howry,
He's the ambassador to Denmark.
He is BFFs with Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. He's one of the original PayPal mafia guys. That's not an
BFF. What does that mean? BFF. What does it mean? But fucking faggots? Is that what that means?
accident. That's
No.
been planned.
Trump tweeted this in 2019. I promise not to do this.
So how's everybody doing? For fuck's sake, I hope y'all are doing well. Man, it is getting cold, dude. God damn, I can't take it. I gotta turn on. I gotta use a little pro. Yeah. Whoa. I don't know if this is. I want to play this one first. Fuck, I was gonna play that one. Oh, and there's actually. Oh, that's another good one here. Oh, this is the one I want to fucking play first. Damn, I keep finding better ones. Forgot about this link. So, like, if you're not voting your way out of this shit, like, what choice do you have to try to be free and not be anally raped by a pedophile billionaire, rich class, owning the government, owning the corporation, owning everything, owning everything. The 1% owns everything, taking all the power from everyone else, highly concentrated themselves, and left everyone hanging, so to speak. What then? What then? Did they fight for their freedom? What's theirs? Are you willing to fight for your fucking wealth back and freedom? Are you willing to fight and take back all the belongings these rich pedophiles stole? I'm ready to get all the money back. I want my money. I want my fucking money back. Guess who we're going to get it from? The billionaires. I will beat it out of them. We're going to beat it the fuck out of them. Okay? And get our money back is what we need to do. We need to take all the billionaires, round them up, and beat the fuck out of them. And get our money back that they stole. All of them. Beat the fuck out of them. Until we get our money back that they stole.
Things are about to get considerably worse in America.
This is it, guys. This is the tipping point.
We are walking our way right into a state versus federal conflict.
We are at the start of the American Civil War.
This is what it's going to take. It's literally
she can, at least she looks good. Not much else.
going to be a
Come on, man, get a break.
group of people using their First Amendment right.
With all of the political divide in this country, things are so polarized in terms of opinions, and with the intense situations that continue to happen.
And they're polarized because that's what the TV is designed to do, because they have a monopoly on the TV. They run the TV. They control what you see. Every bit of information that comes out of the television, not one thing is not meant for you to fucking, for you to see. Trust me.
Practically on a daily basis, more and more people are really talking about the potential.
And that's why they don't want you to go on the internet to get the truth, because they want a monopoly on your information. The more, remember, never forget, the more diverse and the more sources you have, the more accurate your research. Never forget that.
Of civil war in this country. They're going online, they're voicing their opinions and their thoughts. And I find it really interesting that this is kind of trending right now. And I haven't seen this in a while.
Bro, I'm just done. I just want to know when we light the torches and get the pitchforks, because we just need to burn this down and start the over. So, you with me?
He got bleeped out for fucking sounds.
It's time to leave the country. 100%. It's time to leave. That rhetoric on Greenland and everything else and Gestapo in the streets, it's time to leave.
Folks, this is Gestapo 2.0. These motherfuckers, ICE is a foreign group from Israel. It is run by Israel. They're foreigners. Okay? The United States government is completely taken over by Israel and many other countries as well. Like the UK, clearly. Australia, clearly. New Zealand, clearly. Canada, clearly.
Because it's either going to be fighting in the streets, a world war,
and the rest of them,
or just straight up authoritarian regime, and everybody just doesn't care, or they're too apathetic to care. And I'm not like that. I'm getting my kids the out of here, and I suggest you all do the same. Give your kids a better life. Get them out of this country.
I'm going to tell you guys what's coming, okay? Because I think we need to be very clear-eyed about what's coming, and it's very obvious. On the second day of this year, I posted a video, and I said that I very strongly feel like 2026 is giving resolution, but through a lot of struggle and strife and very negative stuff. But that it's necessary to get to where we need to be. Well, we're not even that many days into this year, and I am already being proven right. Here's what's coming, folks, okay? Be prepared. We are walking our way right into a state versus federal conflict with us citizens in the middle. And I guess divided on those lines. That's what we're headed towards. And there will be clashes, we'll call them, okay? And there are going to be American citizens who are not going to comply. You weirdos that always said you wouldn't let the government tread on you are very happy, apparently, to let the government tread on you. So you're going to.
So why are they a weirdo, you fucking dumb fucking cunt? Why are they a weirdo for fucking saying that don't tread on me?
I guess. But there are going to be people who will not allow that to happen to themselves or to their neighbors, and they will fight back. And apparently the state's National Guard of blue states are going to be there to protect their citizens. So this is what's coming. I just need you to prepare yourself for headlines and for video of this kind of thing, because it is going to be terrifying. I think we don't have any other choice at this point, though. I don't know what other way there is. So wrap your head around it now. Make your peace with it now. Make your plans. Talk things out with your family that you live with. What do you do if they come to your door? What's the plan? Figure shit out, because I'm telling you, that's what's coming.
This is it, guys. This is the tipping point. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I'm going to tell you how to prepare for the impending civil and world war. And I know that sounds scary, and I am not trying to fearmonger here, but please stay with me. Today, J.D. Vance went on record and publicly declared that ICE officer who shot Renee Good has absolute immunity before an investigation is even complete, and they have all of the facts. So you know what else that means? That means
she's making really good points here. Listen.
He thinks he publicly declared that ICE officer who shot Renee Good has absolute immunity before an investigation is even complete. They have all of the facts. So you know what else that means? That means he thinks he has immunity and Trump has immunity.
Dude, they all think they're fucking immune. Trump thinks he's fucking immune from any criminal activities. They all do. His whole DOJ, all of these intelligence agencies. And they even give cops immunity, qualified immunity. They're all a bunch of fucking pedophiles. It's a big club and we ain't in it. And I don't want to be in it. But I want to win and be free. Take back all the wealth that they stole. I got to get my fucking wealth that they stole from me. I want my money back. I want my wealth back. I want it out of their ass. If I don't get it financially, then I want their fucking heads. Then I want it out of their asses. You understand?
Every member of ICE permission to unalive Americans. Let me repeat that.
They got to die anyway. So, yeah, they got to die.
Our vice president of the United States gave total immunity to ICE, to off Americans. Don't get it twisted. This is state-sanctioned harm. The same shit that happened in 1930s and 1940s Germany. They are telling us.
What you just saw was state-sanctioned murder. They didn't condemn him one iota. He murdered somebody for not obeying, and he was pissed off, and the state completely sanctioned it. That is absolutely Nazi Germany 2.0, if not worse. It's Pol Pot Cambodia. It's Mao Zedong China. It's Stalin, Soviet Union.
Us that our lives come second.
Oh, it's Hitler, Nazi Germany.
To their authority. And here's the part that people might want to hear. If you are actually paying your taxes still, well, you can stop now, because for the last year, they have taken away our rights, our benefits, our opportunity in the United States. And now they've actually taken away our protection. And our government is co-signing government agencies hunting us down and saying that it is okay. Meanwhile,
did you hear that? We live in a world where the fucking government has just gone batshit crazy. Like, imagine Hitler and Stalin and Pol Pot, all these crazy leaders. And here you have one right now called Trump in real time. It's absolutely real. It's really happening. And there he is. He's batshit crazy. He's fucking wants to invade friendly countries like Greenland, and he's fucking lost his fucking head, man.
They want to send
What more do you need to know? What else? In Venezuela, murdering fucking innocent fishermen in Venezuela, murdering babies in Palestine, in Gaza, and again, sending more money and support and weapons to murder them civilian babies more efficiently for Israel, invading countries for Israel, murdering countries for Israel, doing regime changes for Israel. Trump has lost his fucking mind. And so has the American people for allowing him to go on and on like Netanyahu, free without being arrested when they have arrest warrants for war crimes.
$100,000 to each citizen in Greenland, while most of us can't even frickin' buy food. We are being.
Did you hear that? They want to give everybody in Greenland $100,000, the citizens each. Trump does. Did you hear that? I didn't know that. I don't know if that's true. Again, I haven't heard that. Is that true or what? That sounds crazy.
Is co-signing government agencies hunting us down and saying that it is okay. Meanwhile, they want to send $100,000 to each citizen in Greenland, while most of us can't even frickin' buy food.
Why not? They already fucking sent trillions of dollars to fucking Israel and Ukraine and fucking 40 billion to Argentina. Why the fuck not?
We are being destabilized internally while things are escalating with Russia, with China, with Venezuela, with Europe, and more. We have a target on our backs right now, and we're supposed to pretend like this is all normal? Hell no. This is how societies slide into civil conflict, with erosion, with fear, and with unchecked power. And so this is what I'm going to leave you with. We didn't call World War I and World War II those names.
She was in the Marines. I thought I could have swore I heard her say that. She was in the Marines. That's wild.
When they were happening, okay? Let that sink in.
And I say that's wild because most people in the military don't break from that programming, and she's wide awake. I love it. She's great. She's absolutely fantastic.
You need those. And so this is what I'm going to leave you with. We didn't call World War I and World War II those names when they were happening, okay? Let that sink in. 2, you need to stop paying your taxes, and you need to keep cash on hand, and you need to have things that you can barter. 3, I hate to say it, but you need to be prepared in your homes, and you need to know how to protect yourself. So take that for what it's worth. I know that this feels heavy. It is. But if we have learned anything from history, it is that power without accountability always turns on the people. And it is time.
Power without accountability. The DOJ, the intelligence agencies, the politicians lying constantly and getting away with crimes, and do as I say, not as I do. Fucking attitude, stealing all our fucking wealth. making insane rules that make it impossible for us to survive. Arbitrary fucking rules.
That we stand up.
What I'm about to say is probably going to sound crazy.
Folks, these people don't have a right to rule over you. Government is saying, when you believe in authority, you believe in the right of your fellow man to dictate and rule over you. That's what you believe. When you believe in authority, you believe that it's okay for a stranger to rule over you like a king and a queen. You don't have the right to rule over them, but so why did they get to rule over you? Pull your heads out of your fucking assholes and be free. You have the mentalities of domesticated animals, like a slave.
Is going to make me a radical, and that's fine with me. I don't give a shit anymore. We are at the start of the American Civil War. I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it again. We're not voting our way out of this. Yeah! If we make it to the midterm elections, that shit is not going to count. Your vote is not going to matter because they've already told us that 2024 election was manipulated. That vote was rigged. Okay. Elon Musk said it. Donald Trump said it. Voting is not going to matter anymore. Okay. These content creators that are lying to you and telling you just to vote in the midterms, just to vote in the midterms.
Like this dumb retard is just realizing that voting doesn't matter because she realizes finally that even if you vote for the guy, he can go totally against and do the opposite of what they say. And that's happened to me my whole life. And these retards are just now realizing it, at least better now than later.
Stop listening to them. All they're doing is giving you anxiety and stressing you the out and leading you down the naive path. All right. What you're going to do instead right now is go buy 4, go buy 10. I don't give a learn how to some shit in your backyard. If it is safe to do so, go to the gun range, go get training. I'm sure there are liberal and democratic, whatever influencers or people around you that will train you on how to use a firearm. Okay.
This is what it's going to take. It's literally going to be a group of people using their First Amendment right, pushing back at an army, a firecracker, a rogue person.
But what if they say, no, you don't have a First Amendment anymore, which is what they're doing? Then you won't get this option.
A trigger-happy agent's ultimately going to set off the storm, and you need to be prepared. Again, food, water, ways to cook things, non-perishable items, ways to defend yourself. If you're not into pew-pews, maybe get some of that sweet spray that they like to blast at everybody. It's available online. It's just, I do want to point out that this is a situation that could stop everything. Gas station, grocery stores, everything you need to get through daily life. You might have a bunch of people that are unwilling to go to work or afraid to go to work. And you're going to have a lot of people that are not going to go to work because they're not going to take this shit anymore. The upside to that is that same infrastructure that we rely on, this little army also relies on. Air traffic controllers, rental car companies, all of these things that they need to exist, they also use.
Wait, they need a rent-a-car company? Why does... Okay.
They're not just crippling us, we're crippling them. Just be prepared. I'm telling you, this is a Boston MAS situation where it's going to take one event. And that we've already been pushed to the brink, but this is going to end up as a mass pew-pewing that takes out a lot of innocent people's lives because these people won't stand down and they think they can control everything. And that's fine. That's apparent that that's where this administration is at, and people need to prepare accordingly. I'm just going to keep repeating this every few days until people realize how dire this situation could be. I mean, this could be a point where cell phone towers are shut down, electrical grids are shut down to try to stop any continued dissidence from people.
Governments have been known to go batshit crazy on their own people again and again. They've murdered their own people again and again. It's called democide. We've looked at the history, the recent provable history.
Like people just pushing back. It's you just have to understand where we are. We've seen this play out in other countries. We're watching it play out in a different one right now. That somehow now we support the people.
You supposedly fought wars against this shit. So how is it happening to us? If you fought wars against this shit, how is it possible that what you literally fought wars for and people died, how is it possible that you have that now? If you fought wars against it, think, how is it possible to have that when you fought wars against it? Think, people, think.
That you guys were talking shit about, how they couldn't, get into our society and learn our ways. The it's the irony's not lost on me, but people need to be prepared.
Things are about to get considerably worse in America. And if you are
No, it's not the Muslims, it's fucking Israel, the Zionists.
an American, I would highly recommend you watch this. And if not,
They got the retards believing it. See, they got constant fucking psyop agendas to demonize the Muslims, and that's why that retard said that, the mentally ill retard.
good luck. We are on the brink of civil war. And I believe personally that we have been in civil war for the last 10 years, and it's a slow process. When you look at history, they like to teach you that things are linear, right? Oh, we have a civil rights movement, we struggle a bit, and then everything comes out fine. And that's the furthest thing from the truth, because if you're a real one, you
Yeah, these people are really, What's up, Don? How you doing, buddy? Where the fuck's everybody at, man?
How is anyone affording anything?
The American dream is dead. What the hell is everybody out there doing that they can afford all this stuff?
With the cost of living and the cost of rent and the cost of food and like the cost of childcare and everything else, like how are people my age? Like how am I always seeing people my age who are first time buyers? Like, is it that they've just been saving for like 20 years and have just been really, really savvy? Or is there something that I'm missing?
I think it's possible that large portions of the United States will turn into slums.
They're not here to help us. They're here to take all of your money.
They want us fighting against each other along all of those lines. Because if we're doing that, we're not fighting against the billionaires who are the ones who are hoarding the wealth that we all need to live a dignified life in the 21st century.
So most people cannot deny that the affordability crisis is here. It's hitting pockets every single day. And the people that it's hitting the hardest are the working middle class.
Am I the only one that's wondering how?
There is no middle class, kid. See, they're so childlike, naive.
People are surviving now. I mean, let's just say you drive through a neighborhood, you see a house. That house used to be half as much just a few years ago. Now it's twice as much. That's a big deal. That's a major part of your expenses. You'll see people that
But yet the incomes never seem to go up either. And that's not a scam at all. Boo boo goo goo. Drool. I'm kidding.
got a house, they'll have 2 new cars or 2 cars that you could tell they're probably making payments on. Let's say you got a couple kids, even worse, you got a couple kids. Maybe they have to be in daycare because you're working. Daycare is insanely expensive now. There's the cost of everything. Cost of electricity is up. The cost of food's way up. The cost of insurance is double what it was just years ago. For everything, your house, your car, both cars. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, paychecks haven't really gone up at all in the last 5 years since COVID started. But yet everything is just insanely more expensive.
And they think you're not going to notice, but there's nothing you can do because they sit back and laugh because they're always held unaccountable. They always sit back and laugh as they fuck us because they're never held accountable. They're bold.
Are people really is it all a front? Are people actually broke and they have no actual money? Are they just leveraged with huge amounts of debt and that we just can't tell? It just appears like they're doing well. or is everybody just rich? Like, what's going on out there? How are people affording a house and 2 new cars and taking care of a kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, and then just everything else? I mean, you got all the other things you got to buy. Doesn't matter if it's soap, it doesn't matter if it's clothes, shoes. I mean, there's just general life. Then there's just doing things. You go to the movies, you go out to eat sometimes. It's just everything. Everything's so expensive now, and I'm just wondering, what the hell is everybody out there doing that they can afford all this stuff?
Ain't no way.
Watch this. $55.
Ain't no.
$55 for some fruit. Yo, $55 for some fruit that should be growing in your own yard for free. They won't let you because they'll make rules, and then they'll fucking spray fucking chemicals all up on you all day long, every day.
You serious?
The American dream is dead. People don't have a future to look forward to. And it comes back to the cost of living now and the utter uncertainty about whether we'll be able to afford to live at all in the future. We can't count on our healthcare because your healthcare depends on your employment, if you're so lucky, and the cost goes up every year. And if you lose your job, you also lose your healthcare. We can't count on good housing because the rent goes up every year, and getting a mortgage has become inaccessible for way too many. If you have kids, you don't know if you're going to be able to afford to put your kids in daycare or what the cost of their education is going to be. And if you're aging, you don't know if you're going to be able to collect on Social Security, which was a promise that was made 90 years ago. And now Donald Trump and Tom Barrett are trying to break that promise. The fact of the matter is that there are billionaires in San Francisco and New York who are eating the whole pie and are leaving the rest of us to fight over the crumbs, while they divide us with social media algorithms. They want us fighting against each other. And Trump is a master at this. Every vector of division in society he exploits, whether it's race, religion, where you were born, gender, even partisanship, Democrats versus Republicans. They want us fighting against each other along all of those lines. Because if we're doing that, we're not fighting against the billionaires who are the ones who are hoarding the wealth that we all need to live a dignified life in the 21st century.
I don't think non-Americans understand just how much Americans are being sold to all of the time, like constantly, relentlessly. Because even just the last few days, I've been walking around going, what is going on here? I think we all know and understand that America is essentially the home of capitalism, fine, but I think I wildly underestimated it, like wildly, because when I come to the States, I'm always on holiday, New York, New Orleans, California, I've been all over, but I've always been here as a tourist. And so you expect a level of selling, right? You're a tourist, you're moving with a bit of purpose, you're doing the landmarks, you're kind of on the move. But this trip is very much kind of different. As a lot of you know, I'm here to see someone. I'm not going to get into the details. So I'm kind of living alongside of her life. There's time in the morning, like now when she's out at work, and I maybe move through the city. But even now, I'm doing my own work too. I've got stuff to do on here. And so we hang out a lot in the evenings, and we do the grocery stores. We do local walks. We watch movies.
All right. Enough of that. Hey, what up, buddy? What y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay. Don't be a meanie. Pack a granny. Grab a cup of Joe if you need it. Let's see here. I don't mind if I do. I don't mind if I do. Whoa! Oh, you're not going to believe this shit, folks. These fucking pedophiles do not stop in government. These government pedophile politicians don't stop because Israel doesn't stop. They're always coming after your freedoms. They're always trying to tell you what you're allowed to do as if they're your authority. Again, that's the problem with the mental illness of government, okay? They believe that they have the right to rule over you, and you morons believe in authority, and so you allow it. You're all a bunch of fucking retards. None of these pedophiles in government ever have any legitimacy in ruling over you and telling you what to do. None of them, bro. Y'all are fucking dumb. It's like I'm an alien. It came into an alien world where you're all retarded or something and don't understand basic freedom.
I'm Boston 25 News reporter Drew Caritas on scene in Boston, where a bill that aims to cut down on the number of miles people drive in their personal cars across the state is one step closer to reaching the governor's desk.
There's too many cars on the roads. Traffic in Boston has become terrible.
An effort to reduce the number of statewide driving miles is advancing on Beacon Hill, and
Again, then give them a reason to spread out. You can't tell people what to fucking do, bitch. Okay, because you don't fucking like it. Fix the root of the problem instead of trying to take people's freedom. How about pick a problem that doesn't take people's freedom? How about pick a goddamn solution? I mean, how about pick a solution that doesn't take everybody's freedom, you dumb cunt? You don't have the right to tell anybody what they're allowed to do because you have a mental ill belief that you want to save the planet or some mentally ill shit like that. It's not alive. It's not dying. If it's not alive, it's not dying. So you're not saving anything. You have a mental illness, a belief. You want to save something that's not alive by killing yourself, your life, limiting all your freedom for some mentally ill shit. This is the problem with being ruled over by your fucking fellow man who has no right to rule over you.
bill that focuses on how much people drive is bringing both praise and criticism.
It just seems like the wrong way to approach things. Everybody's doing their best. Of
course, it's the wrong way to approach things. Any solution that involves stealing people's rights and freedoms is the wrong solution, you dumb fucking retard pedophile bitch. I can't believe that cunt. I want to bash your fucking head in, dude. Try to take my freedom. See what happens, you dumb fucking retards.
to drive to get to work.
The Freedom to Move Act centers around bringing Massachusetts in line with its climate mandates. Supporters say the
Climate mandates. Again, strangers making arbitrary mentally ill rules in your world and life based on mental illness beliefs that are all wrong, man, and debunked easily.
transportation sector accounts for the
I can't stand these fucking cocksuckers. I want to kill every one of these motherfuckers in government that believe they have the right to rule over you. Anybody in the world, if you believe in authority or that a stranger has the right to rule over you, you are cursed. You need to die. You need to be gone. Get out of here. Okay? You're cursed, cursed. And your soul is mine.
greatest share of carbon emissions in the state.
It's not about individuals and how much you're driving. It's about the investments that the state makes in our infrastructure.
The bill would establish a new council to find.
It's not about you got some fucking young fucking retard that doesn't even know his fucking gender gonna tell you how the world should be. Again, I can't stand these mentally ill fucking retards here. And we live in a world of fucking idiots, man. Like, it's like living in a nightmare bad dream every fucking day in this fucking shithole. It is. But these cocksuckers, retards, get crazier and crazier. You know, I thought it was weird when I heard about rulers in the past going crazy and marrying horses and shit. But now I see it. I mean, I see it with Trump. I see it. I see how all these politicians are batshit crazy, like, you know, with their fucking laws. With their arbitrary rules, with their pedophile rules. It's a gang. They're all, government is nothing more than the Bloods and the Crips a bunch of pedophiles, Republicans, Democrats, Bloods and the Crips. They're just a gang of pedophiles. Okay, they got no right to rule over you, but you believe in authority because you're a dumb fucking pedophile. Okay, and you need to die. Okay, that's why you fucking need to die. You need to fucking die today. You fucking retards. Here we go.
Mind-bogglingly illegal. This is a war crime. This is mind-bogglingly illegal. This is a war crime. This is wrong. The New York Times reporting this. They've got 6 bylines on this: Charlie Savage, Eric Schmidt, John Ismay, Julian Barnes, Riley Mellon, and Christian Trabert. U.S. attacked boat with aircraft that looked like civilian plane. Well, the headline kind of understates the actual what happened. The headline should say, Trump commits war crime.
There you go. There you go. Using a goddamn civilian fucking plane to deceive and attack, that violates all their rules. I don't know how wars can have rules, though. I mean, to be honest, I don't get that. But, I mean, it's war. What are you talking about rules? What are you, stupid? But, I mean, whatever, right? It's their Kool-Aid we're talking about.
By attacking a boat with an aircraft that looks like a civilian plane. This is something called perfidy, P-E-R-F-I-D-Y, which, generally, I use the word occasionally. It's a little anachronistic, but,
Again, let me rephrase that. I mean, I don't understand how there's rules in a war, but also at the same time is if you were warring with somebody, you wouldn't need rules to be ethical and moral, right? You would be that way.
Generally means
you wouldn't slaughter civilians. That would be crazy. It would go against your ethics and morals.
Doing something that's just horribly disreputable, perfidious, it's just wrong. And there's actually a law about this. There's an international law and there's U.S. law. And what it does is it defines a war crime called perfidy. And that war crime is if you
perfidy.
Use a vehicle or an airplane that...
All these retards take about 2 hours to explain a point that I can explain in literally 20 seconds.
Is designed to appear to be civilian and use that as an instrument of war so that the enemy drops their guard. That's against the rules of war. And the reason why...
Against their rules. They're violating their own Kool-Aid.
Isn't so much that we're trying to protect the people that we're attacking. It's so the people we're attacking won't think that a civilian aircraft going over is a military target and blow it out of the sky. I mean, it's for the benefit of everybody, right? That nobody does this. And it turns out that the airplane that they, that first strike on that boat where they killed 11.
Why would you why would you attack a civilian plane anyway? I don't. All right, what are you talking about? Why would they do that anyway?
11 people where they had to come back and do the second strike because the 2 guys were still floating in the ocean. And in fact, that nobody does this. And it turns out that the airplane that they, that first strike on that boat where they killed 11 people, where they had to come back and do the second strike because the 2 guys were still floating in the ocean. And in fact, they were waving at the plane saying, come save us, because they didn't realize they'd been hit by a missile. They just thought their boat had exploded.
Damn. Imagine that.
As far as anybody can tell. And they were waving.
These fuckers in the boat didn't even know they got attacked by that civilian plane that they were waving at. Here, help us. They didn't even realize it.
At this plane, because it's just this giant blue plane with a big white stripe down the side. It looks like a commercial aircraft. It was a 737. But it and
then they get out. They rescued them. They actually pulled them aboard. They go, "Oh, thanks for rescuing me. Thanks. I don't know what happened." And they're like, "Yeah, we blew the fuck out of you. We're gonna kill you."
The ordnance, the missiles were not hanging under the wing like they should on an airplane. They were inside. We open a little door and shoot them out. I mean, this is mind-bogglingly illegal. This is a war crime. This is wrong. And yet that's what the Trump administration and Admiral Frank M. Bradley, who ran this operation on September 2nd, did. And
so they did this on September 2nd one time, and then they quit. They stopped, but they did it one time, I guess. I don't know. That's what he's saying.
You know, the New York Times has pointed this out. The plane is over at the airport in St. Croix now, and the U.S. military has killed at least 123 people in 35 attacks. Now, after that first instance,
Fishermen. These are 123 innocent fishermen
of committing the war crime of perfidy, they went back to using regular military
and they committed the war crime of perfidy.
Aircraft. But still, somebody should be prosecuted for this. This is wrong. This is all too familiar.
This is wrong. It's so wrong. How you doing, Don? If you can donate, folks, please help me out. If you can donate, everybody. We got my boy Tom is on watching this while he doom scrolls Twitter or X or whatever. Yeah. Did you guys hear about Trump? Machado fucking offered her Peace Prize to Trump and retard Trump, and they all told him that, oh, you can't change that, you retard. You can hold it, but she won it, period. No, you can't just... The guy, it's like we're dealing with complete puppets. Intelligence has run every president. When you look at Biden, he can't even walk upstairs or down, whatever the up. He can't even walk, right? He can't even put a sentence together. He was literally a comatose, right? And pedophile, right? And because none of the presidents do anything, they all are actors. They're just the window dressing, okay? Like Ronald Reagan, an actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, an actor, Jesse Ventura, fucking actor. These are fucking actors, and the intelligence agencies runs actors, and they have them as politicians as well, because they run the politicians as well, and they run everything, and then they run the corporation CEOs as well. So they run all that, right? They run all that. They run everything. And then their rulers run the banks, the Federal Reserve, creating money out of thin air, foreign group, unaccountable, destroying the world, stealing all your money via inflation, your hard-earned labor and product, the product of your hard-earned labor. Oh, man, wait till you see this shit, man. Oh, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, this is some crazy shit here.
So we're monitoring left-wing radicals like the DSA and the anti-war crazies and the pro-Palestine crazies. We're monitoring right-wing extremists like white supremacists, armed militia groups. We're monitoring political Islamists and Christian nationalists, all of them. And then we train. We're the largest trainer of law enforcement in America, extremism hate. We train 20,000 officers every year.
Did he just say that being anti-war is crazy?
No, did he just say that he trains all of the police officers in America? Israel trains all the police officers in America? No wonder they're a bunch of fucking Nazi pedophile psychopath fucks. You're Gaza 2.0, dumb fucks. You're Palestine 2.0, America. Your police is trained by Israel, who suppresses the Palestinians, who's genociding Palestinians. They murder babies and children. So why not have them train your police, right? It's a great idea. Not just supporting genocide, but have them train your police. It's mental illness. It's treason. It is execution time for all of these fuckers in the U.S. government. It's time to hang every one of them. Everyone in Israel needs to be fucking absolutely rounded up and immediately executed right this second.
And then just straight follow that up by saying, don't act up, because guess what? We also train the police. Jonathan Greenblatt, the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, has just announced an all-out domestic war against critics of Israel. And no, this is not a conspiracy theory. He very much admitted to this on camera and laid out what I think can only be interpreted as a full-scale domestic spy operation.
Wow.
We have a whole apparatus. I have 40 analysts working full-time, 7 days.
So you have it's basically, that's an intelligence operation by a foreign country that is guilty of war crimes and genociding babies and civilians in Palestine. And they are allowed to run openly a domestic spy operation against the American people if they don't like what they say, if they don't like their First Amendment, they don't like their freedom, they don't respect your freedom of speech. What kind of pedophile Israeli is allowed to talk like this? This motherfucker should be executed immediately. Arrest this cocksucker right now and execute him publicly right now, and see how many Israelis want to spy on us next. How many of you fuckers want to spy on us next? We're going to kill every one of you. You want to spy on us too? I'll fucking chop your fucking head off right fucking now. If I ever see this guy, instant head chopped off. There's no questions about it.
It's a week, 24 hours a day.
He loses his head.
Monitoring extremists.
I like to chop heads off. I want to chop his head off.
Monitor them online, social media, messaging apps, video games, cryptocurrency, podcasts, short form video, Wikipedia, LLMs. We monitor these people and we share the intelligence with the FBI.
He's using the term extremist.
No, they're basically intertwined with the FBI, CIA, Mossad is. They're all one. You know, they have obviously their compartments.
But
their inner compartments, hidden circle components.
I think there's something that people need to understand about the ADL, and it is this: the Anti-Defamation League is Israel's attack dog in the United States, posing as
totally fucking criminal and treasonous. This is a foreign country that is guilty of genocide. They are this state of Israel is guilty of genocide. The state of Israel is a war criminal. The entire state of Israel is deemed a war criminal by the international community, by the world, that it surrounds it, that is watching it, observing it.
as a civil rights group, the ADL has long operated as an intelligence organization targeting Israel's critics. According to this article from The Nation, for much of its history, the ADL has operated in the United States as if it were a hostile intelligence organization, which in essence...
Holy fuck, it is a hostile intelligence organization. If they operate like one, so if it quacks like a fucking duck, sounds like a duck, walks like a duck, guess what, motherfucker? It's a goddamn intelligence agency duck.
It was.
What the fuck?
The organization's spy master was Erwin Sewell, who from the 1960s to 1997 ran his nationwide network of agents and informants from the ADL's New York City headquarters, as millions of dollars in donations flowed into the civil rights organization.
Donation? Did he say donation? Can somebody give a donation, please? Please help a brother out.
Tens of thousands of dollars flowed out to Sewell's clandestine operatives in the field, actively engaged.
Just picture me as that homeless guy on the side of the street broke, because that's how broke I am. I tried to finish fixing my truck, and the goddamn gasket to the distributor it tore. And because I guess all the times I was trying to push it down and turning it and trying to get it to drop when it wasn't dead top center or whatever it's called. And but I got it all back together now. But now I needed like a $3.18 gasket, and guess how much I had in my account? $3.17. Couldn't even get a gasket, man, to finish my truck. Help a brother out. My truck should start up. At the time it'll be off, but I can fix that. But it should start up, man, if I can get a gasket.
In
$3 gasket.
Violating the civil rights of thousands of Americans. And which individuals or organizations did they target? They say it would eventually be discovered his network of spies secretly collected information on more than 12,000 individuals and more than 950 American religious, labor, peace, and human rights groups. His targets included the NAACP, the Rainbow Coalition, the ACLU, ACT UP, the American Indian Movement, Greenpeace, the Northern California Ecumenical Council, the United Farm Workers, reporters from the LA Times, and KQED.
God damn these fucking cancer motherfuckers. This cancer is annoying. You know, I hate cancer, don't you?
Well, television.
I know you hate cancer too. I know you do.
And at least 8 Jewish peace groups, as well as an assortment of pro-Palestinian organizations. So a civil rights organization focused on combating
anybody pro-Palestinian, anybody who, who's just,
combating anti-Semitism.
For somebody that they don't like and they want to genocide. Oh, you like the fucking people I'm genociding? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you like these people these babies I'm murdering? How dare you?
That spies on other civil rights organizations, including Jewish civil rights organizations. Presumably, I'm guessing the one they deem to be unfriendly to Israel.
I think that we have to do, like to quote Wayne Gretzky,
listen to the fucking, this is how much they run the United States. They can just talk like this openly. This is absolutely horrifying that he believes he can just get away with talking like this about a free country like America. Well, I guess it's not anymore. I guess they're just a bunch of domesticated barnyard animals at this point with the teeth, but they have the teeth, but they don't have the balls to use them.
Is not go where the puck is, but where it's going.
Oh boy.
And this has been a big lesson.
The concept of trajectory. It's an old damn you dumb fucking retard. Shut your fucking goddamn pedophile ass, you fucking butt plug. Fuck you, pedophile.
Really since 10/7 in part. So I can
fuck you, you genocidal maniac, you genocidal fucking psychopath.
Tell you, we have taken resources.
This guy loves murdering innocent children in Gaza.
And redistributed it.
It's all about murdering babies in Gaza. Dude, this guy goes home and masturbates and thinks about babies getting murdered by his military, the IDF. He masturbates about it.
Really towards
with BB butt plugging him.
The LLMs.
BB butt plugs him while he masturbates about it.
Generative AI.
Oh,
folks, I got to tell you,
so faggy over there. These fucking guys are faggy.
How many of you used Chat GPT in the last week? Raise your hand. Folks, I'm going to come back here in a year and you all need to raise your hand. Chat GPT.
Listen to the pedophile. Chat GPT, we programmed that to indoctrinate you. Damn it. You obey it. Again, they want to put their rulership on cruise control. They want to automate it with AI so they can just sit back. They don't even have to, the boots on the grounds retards don't even have to do it.
T is ground truth.
So they can actually be eliminated. The ones above these, the people above these, the families above all the retards that you see in public, they want to do away with these front men and automate and everything. They just want to do away with them altogether. See how they just discard you? The higher upper middle class.
for the vast hundreds of
I'm not
millions
talking
of
about this
people. It
guy.
has
I'm
over
talking
a
about the
billion
main
users.
politician.
It's been around for like 2.5
Damage
years.
politician.
So, like, marching in the streets is one thing we could do, but what I would rather do and where I'm investing is building the technology to train the LLMs more effectively and working with OpenAI, with Alphabet, with Anthropic, with Meta, with Microsoft. We are working with them now to train the LLMs. Heck, we're in conversations with Alibaba to train their LLM because the Chinese AI models are profound and potent, and they're much more cost effective, and they're spreading.
So the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League says
Again,
that
if it weren't for these people, I would not even know what AI is, because I don't need AI. I don't want AI in my world or life. And the only reason they have it and want to convince you it's somehow good is because they want to roll over you with it, automate it, put it on cruise control. And they have to convince you that it's somehow good for you. So you, to keep you, obfuscated until they use it against you. They have to, they have to have some type of excuse. If they say we're going to use it to fucking kill you and enslave you, it wouldn't look right. So they have to come up with excuses for AI. There's no need for it ever. It's insanity.
that they are working with OpenAI, with Alphabet, with Anthropic, with Meta, even.
It's not. It's so unorganic. It's insane. You would never want something like this around unless you literally wanted to control the world and the people in the world, the public, the dumbed down sheeple, these fucking retards.
With Alibaba in China to train their LLMs to.
Folks, please donate. Where are the goddamn donations? Please help our brother out. I'm counting on you. Obi-Wan, you're my only hope.
What? Well, take a look at this user. They said they asked Gemini to replace the portrait of Khomeini in this image with the Israeli flag, and it refused. However, it has no problems doing it for the US, British, and French flags. This is Gemini, Google's LLM, right? It says, replace this photo in this image with the Israeli flag, keep all else the same. Query unsuccessful.
Now you understand who owns everything and rules over you. Thanks to the fucking,
here to bring ideas to life, but
the Federal Reserve, they own everything.
This one may go against my guidelines. Is there another idea I can help with instead? So they say, well, replace it with the US flag. No problem.
No problem.
We can definitely do that. Or replace it with the British flag.
No problem.
No problem either.
Israel.
Replace it with a French flag.
Israel.
Yep. Burning a French flag, US flag,
Israel.
British flag, any
Burn
other flag
Israel.
is apparently
Israel.
okay. So evidently you can ask these LLMs to create flag burning images, and it will do so except for one country. And what I have to say is, it doesn't matter what your political ideology is, whether or not you support or don't support Israel. The fact here is there is one country that is protected above and beyond the rest of the world.
Alexa, describe a French flag to me.
According to Wikipedia, the national flag of France is a tricolor feature.
Alexa, describe a Nigerian flag to me.
According to Wikipedia, the flag of Nigeria was designed by
Alexa, describe a Haitian flag to me.
According
Palestinian
to Wikipedia,
flag.
the flag of Haiti is a bicolor featuring.
Alexa, describe a Palestinian flag to me.
Sorry, this feature is not available.
All right.
We're real sorry about that. We're sorry. We don't have that feature. Fuck the Palestinians that we're genociding and murdering. Fuck them. These pedophiles in Israel are a cancer. I hate their behavior. I hate that they devalue their fellow man's lives. I hate these despicable demons, man. Nobody should fucking hate their fellow man. You should love your fucking neighbor and your fellow man. And these fucking demons are fucking off. There's something off with them. These fuckers are wrong. You should love thy neighbor, okay? Not want to murder and genocide your neighbor. In fact, they actually invaded Palestine. They're not even a neighbor. They're an invader. They're a fucking pedophile invader.
Evidently, Alexa can describe every single flag in the world except one. Probably just a coincidence. Right, guys?
Oh, totally a coincidence. Totally.
So we're monitoring left-wing radicals like the DS.
Monitoring. We're monitoring. We're just a bunch of fucking pedophiles monitoring everything.
DSA and the anti-war crazies and the pro-Palestine.
Look at this guy, man. This is gold, man. This is fucking gold, man. They're just giving it up like this is like if the American people aren't batshit fucking stupid like I think they are, if they weren't, this would be gold. This should wake them up. This should be everything they need to know, and they should just round up everybody in Israel right now and execute them while they still can, and then just eradicate everything, the whole state of Israel, and let the Palestinians have their land back, and then have the Israel after you done punish them, they got to pay all the reparations for the land and they stole from the Palestinians. They have to have there's since 1948 they have to pay reparations. Since 1948 Israel has to pay Palestinians is what is at least owed, and they have to give back all the land. Bare minimum. The cancer has to go.
Palestine crazies. We're monitoring right-wing extremists like white supremacists, armed militia groups. We're monitoring political Islamists and Christian nationalists, all of them. And then we train. We're the largest.
Israel owes the Palestinians reparations since 1948 at least. That's a lot of reparations.
Trainer of law enforcement in America, extremism hate. We train 20,000 officers every year.
Did he just say that being anti-war is crazy? And then just
wow.
And then we train. We're the largest trainer of law.
They train this pedophile psychopath that is guilty of genociding babies in Gaza, Palestine, is training your fucking mentally ill cops who are all automatically mentally ill for believing in authority and that they can just arbitrarily and enforce laws, arbitrary opinions of pedophiles. Right. So that's automatic right there. And they get paid with extortion money that's stolen. So they're automatically a criminal. Everybody in government is automatically a parasite, a criminal.
Enforcement in America.
Because they accept stolen money because all taxation is theft.
Hate. We train 20,000 officers every year.
Did he just say that being
Yeah, this fucking Nazi pedophile fuck trains the fucking cops. And you're wondering why a woman got shot in the face the other day. You're wondering why a woman got shot in the face the other day because pedophile Israel trained that pedophile retard, trigger happy psycho who cussed her out after he murdered her. He murdered her and then had the gall to cuss her out because he is trained by pedophile Israel. It is a pedophile welfare, parasitic, genocidal state guilty of war crimes. Right now, it is illegally breaking ceasefires in about 8 different countries right now, murdering innocent civilians right now, not just Palestine. Do you understand? It's not just Palestine. It's about 8 countries they're doing this in. Are you stupid or something, people? Are you really this dumb? I shouldn't ask questions I don't want to know the answer to.
Anti-war is crazy, and then just straight follow that up by saying, don't act up because guess what? We also train the police. According to Jewish Voice for Peace, the ADL regularly brings top-ranking U.S. law enforcement officers, including police chiefs, as well as Homeland Security, Border Patrol, and ICE executives to Israel for training with the Israeli police, army, and security officials. And by the way, the police is not the only group that the ADL, quote-unquote, trains.
A couple months.
Fuck. Yeah, this is great. And I'm kidding.
Months ago, ADL announced a new partnership with the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference.
Are you ready?
You never heard of it. It is the organizing table for Latino evangelicals. Do you know the fastest growing segment of the evangelical community? Latinos. We have roughly 2,000 active synagogues in America. There are 42,000 active Hispanic evangelical churches. Right now, the ADL is co-writing Sunday school curriculum with them. Right now, the ADL is working on joint lobby days with them.
He's like, we have them to indoctrinate. In other words, we have them to control the narrative of the information that they receive via religion.
And these people are not just gettable, they want to work with us. So again, I love the 1960s model of allyship. It's great, whatever. This is now.
Okay. I guess the ADL is co-writing Sunday school curriculum, and based on
There you go. Yeah. I mean, look at all the Christian churches here that they did this already. To all the Christian churches in the U.S., they did this, and now all the retards think that they're the chosen people. Not a joke. This is true, and it's because of what we just saw here. What he just said. That is why you have all these retards in the U.S. that believe Israel is the chosen people. They're all batshit crazy and trick. It's amazing how easy it is for these fucking cancer, this group of cancer.
Some of the research I've been doing, it's not
this group of genocidal demons.
Actually a new thing. They've been doing it for quite some time.
Maybe they are fucking like demon aliens, because I think they're controlled and possessed by demons or something, because I love my neighbor. I don't give a fuck what they look like, smell like. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck, man. I love my neighbor, period. Like, they hate their neighbor. That's like an alien demon or something does that, right? You're not human if you don't love your neighbor. I'm sorry. You're just not. You're just not human. If you don't love your neighbor, you're just not human, man. Okay? You're just not human, man. Far out, you know?
Time.
Israel, their people, the Jews, are better than all of us. They're better than all of us. And you need to accept that. This is where, with the kids, where we start our indoctrination. I know that's a strong word to use, indoctrination, that it, it gets such a bad reputation. But that's where it starts. That's where it started with me when I was a child, that I was taught about the support that the church owes to Israel.
He just proved that the indoctrinated are the best tools to use in order to, are you ready? Indoctrinate. Who are better to indoctrinate the new generation than those who are completely and utterly indoctrinated? Say college graduates, for example.
So all your loose change that you have from home, you bring that change to school. Everything that we get, we will actually cash it in and make a check out to the Fellowship for Christians and Jews.
And anybody that's ever been to our church would know there's a spiritual obligation of a Christian to Israel.
God gave a promise in Genesis chapter 12, and I'm going to bless all of those that bless you, and I'm going to curse all of them that curse you. Every nation that has blessed Israel, God has blessed them. And every nation that has opposed Israel, God has been in opposition to them. And I'm going to stand up for Israel. And if that offends you, you're in the wrong church this morning.
That's right. Those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who oppose Israel will be cursed. Yeah, I think the larger context that people need to understand here is that it's getting progressively harder and harder from a pure political, national security, foreign policy type of perspective to justify that Israel is a strategic asset to the United States, right? There are a lot of very smart people who have been studying this for years, saying that Israel is actually a strategic liability and that it would be actually better for the United States in terms of influence in the region if we were to strengthen ties with some of the other countries there, like Saudi Arabia or Qatar or the UAE or, whoever else. So one way to counter that reality, one very effective avenue, is to do it through scripture, to make it a holy war.
The national symbol of Israel is the shield. It's the Star of David. The symbol of our people is not a weapon of war. It's an instrument of defense. The thing that most embodies our entire ethos is not harming others. It's, again, creating a better world. This is fundamental to our tradition for thousands of years. And so the idea that our national anthem would be the Hatikva, would be the hope. I should say it's the Israel's national anthem.
Yeah, that Freudian slip right there, my friends, is why I risk my being deplatformed to put out videos like this, to investigate issues like this, is because Jonathan Greenblatt, in my opinion, does not represent the interests of American Jews or any other Jews. He represents the interests of the state of Israel. And from everything we've seen today, he is willing to violate our civil liberties to do so. Allegedly. That is it for me this week. What do you think about the ADL playbook?
What do you mean allegedly? You just saw that, you jack off, and you said allegedly. Oh, he didn't want to get. I don't want to see him get deplatformed either, because I like that video. I like his shit. I do. Hey, Tom. If they don't like it, they'll just send a drone out and bomb you like the Bourne Legacy. They'll just drone bomb you like Obama. They'll drone bomb you. They'll Osama drone bomb you. Oh. God damn, it's supposed to get really fucking cold tonight. I'm fucked, Ola. I'm going to get fucked tonight and tomorrow, man. Fuck. It's supposed to be real cold. That was the worst night ever. 14 degrees the other night. God, that was fucking gnarly. That was fucking punishment, bro. 14 degrees is punishment. Erica Kirk panics after ex sues for custody after DNA test proves they're his. Shock. Again, she's a total CIA agent. All right, let's see. They really did a number on what's his head there, Charlie Kirk. Shocking videos of ICE repeatedly violating U.S. citizens' rights. It's ridiculous, man. ICE caught using banned chokeholds on children because they're trained by pedophile Israel, a terrorist state guilty of genociding babies. What do you think was going to happen, stupid? They're the biggest Nazis of all time, claiming to be victims of Nazis. They were the Nazis. They fucking you know what I mean? They're the reasons fucking. What's his name was a fucking Jew. Fucking Hitler was a Jew. Look at Rothschild. Look it up or something. So they're all fucking in the same club, man. Bolsheviks. They're all. I mean, it's insane. U.S. taxpayers are paying to fix Venezuelan oil infrastructure for the big oil corporations. Great. Another fucking kick to the nuts constantly by these fucking pedophiles in government. And we know all the Israelis are setting fires to the beautiful forest in Argentina in order to buy the land because they had that fucking pedophile they paid off. They gave $40 billion to in Argentina, Trump gave to via Trump, changed the law that if it's been burned, then people from Israel can buy it. the shit's going on out here. Erica's half sister leaked her fake pregnancy. Ron DeSantis of Florida went to Israel twice to sign censorship laws. Can you believe this, traitor? That is treason. I want this guy's head chopped off. I need this guy. I need his head chopped off like the Suns demonstrated in that story. John the Baptist is the son where he gets his head chopped off in fall equinox, where the nights become longer than the day. Yeah, it's an allegorical story. All of the stories in the Bible are about the sun. What comes in the clouds? The sun. What walks on water? The reflection of the sun. People don't walk on water, you fucking mental ill fucking shit-tards. You're fucking dumb. People don't come in clouds. The sun does, you stupid shit. You're not born again. The sun is born again every day, every year. You fucking retards. It's insane how dumb the public is, right? It's negative 13 degrees where you're at, buddy. Holy fuck that. Holy fuck, that's rough. Wait. They're all these fuckers are all fucking goddamn shills for government. All these cocksuckers have been shilling for government for decades.
Sometimes there are certain events that take place in the world that you can't believe what you're seeing, and you try and alert people to how shocking and disturbing and alarming it is. And for whatever reason, sometimes it just doesn't get the attention that you think it deserves. People are focused on other things, or it just doesn't quite resonate at the moment. And sometimes you just have to accept that at the right moment, people are going to realize what it is that you've been trying to get them to see. From maybe they'll see it from someone else, maybe it'll finally break through, and they're going to start to react. Such is the case for me when it comes to what I consider to be something so unbelievable, just something so extreme and bizarre.
Shut up and get to it.
But revealing that I couldn't actually believe that it happened when I first discovered that it did. And it took me a lot of time to research and confirm, and I realized that it happened not once, but twice. What I'm talking about here is the fact that Ron DeSantis, while he was serving as the governor of Florida, a state in the United States, on two occasions, not one, but two, once in 2019, flew to Israel.
Hold up. What was that date? Sorry about that.
In order to...
Didn't mean to fuck myself.
Signed two, once in 2019.
2019, once in 2019.
Flew to Israel in order to sign into law a bill.
Traitorous pedophile shit. I want his head chopped off right fucking now. And if you don't do it, I'll chop your fucking head off, you're guilty of treason too then. Fuck you. Motherfucking cocksucking pedophiles in government. You're all a bunch of fucking pedophiles. How dare you? How dare you be all pedophiles?
That had been passed by the Florida legislature, which governs what people in Florida can say, what they can think, what they can do, and punishes them if they don't comply. And they were bills related to Israel and anti-Semitism. And he flew to Israel in front of Israeli officials and signed the law, not in the capital of Florida, in Tallahassee or anywhere else in Florida. He flew to Israel as the governor.
That's some crazy shit.
An American governor, to sign these laws.
That's some traitorous shit. Like Israel's the new capital where he signs Instead of Tallahassee, right? It's Israel now. Instead of the capital in Florida and Tallahassee, no, Israel. He'll sign it in not Tallahassee, Israel.
It happened once in 2019 and then again in 2023. And both times, these were laws that were designed to punish people in various ways who were acting out of animus toward Israel or animus toward Jews.
The animus.
They were
Watch out
they were speech laws. They were hate crime laws. And he flew to Israel to sign them. And just to give you a sense, I mean, I've been trying to.
It's nuts
to get people to pay attention to this for so long. Here's just a couple of examples. Here is in June of last year, Governor DeSantis signs yet another bill solely to benefit Israel. This one expanding punishments for companies or organizations that boycott Israel. In 2023, DeSantis.
Holy mother of fuck. I hate crimes. Listen, a crime's a crime. They're not doing it because they hate somebody. This is mental illness. You can't charge somebody twice for the same crime. That's what this is all about. They're charging them two things for one crime. It's like a 2-for-1. You know what I mean? It's insane. Look, these fuckers need to be rounded up and executed immediately, you jack-offs. And if you don't do it, you're going to be rounded up and executed. Do you understand? U.S. government, if you don't get rid of these fuckers, we're going to execute every one of you.
Went to Florida.
You might as well be it from Israel too. You might as well, just because you're representing them, you might as well be a foreign invader from Israel, and we will fucking kill you as a foreigner.
Israel to sign a, quote, hate crimes law. At least he signed this one in Florida. So Governor DeSantis, in general, is probably the most obsessively pro-Israel politician in high office, even more so than Trump. In 2025, he signed a law punishing Floridians.
Imagine that. You're being ruled by a stranger, a fellow man, punishing you. You're a grown adult, right? You weren't supposed to be punished anymore. You turned 18? No. Another dude thinks he can punish you for fucking shit. Do you understand how mentally ill this world is? You're not getting it. They don't have the right to rule over you. You watch too much TV, Hollyweird. Something's wrong with you. Snap the fuck out of it.
Who decide they want to boycott Israel? Like, Americans are allowed to boycott whatever we want. No, you can boycott any other country in the world if you're in Florida, but just not Israel.
Yeah.
But as I said, at least he signed that in Florida.
Can you believe that pedophile traitor DeSantis, who needs his head chopped off immediately, signed this shit? Anything that anything that a politician signs that violates your rights and their own constitution, that's automatic treason. That's automatic death penalty. Every law written that violates the Constitution is an automatic death penalty for treason. Didn't you know that? And they're all null and void automatically. Anything that violates your rights and their Constitution is automatically null and void. It says it right in their own Kool-Aid, you dipshits. So all these pedophiles have no power. You only have it because you watch the news and you give it to them. I believe in authority. You're a dumb pedophile, okay? You're a fucking pedophile, child raping fuck, genocidal maniac.
In 2019 and 2023, he actually flew to Israel to sign laws. Here is, in December, Bill Ackman, the fanatically pro-Israel.
Time to round up these goddamn traitors. DeSantis needs to be executed immediately. Immediately. This is insanity. I've never seen such overt, blatant treason in my life. I cannot believe the gall of the treason. Look at that guy. You need to die, motherfucker. You need to fucking die, dude. What are you doing? Smiling.
Israel billionaire who's now trying to lure the United States military into a war a regime change war with Iran, but only because he's a renowned humanitarian who cares deeply about liberating and freeing the oppressed peoples of the world. The fact that the government wants the United States to go and depose is Israel's greatest enemy. Just a totally irrelevant coincidence. But anyway, that's
You are a traitor, sir, and now I have to kill you.
Bill Ackman. And in 2025, he wrote, impressive. We need more governors like Ron DeSantis. Loves Ron DeSantis. So above that, I put the NBC News article from 2023, the headline of which was Ron DeSantis signs legislation to combat hate crimes while on a trip to Israel. The Florida governor is in Israel as part of his overseas trade mission as he prepares.
No. How about instead of DeSantis signs on a trip while he's in, how about he goes to Israel to sign it?
Prepares to launch a presidential campaign. Now, there you see the picture in that tweet, which is the NBC News report where Ron DeSantis is sitting there and being applauded by Israeli officials in Israel at a
Look at him. Good for you, little baby. We're going to give you a little medal like we did Trump. Boo-boo goo-goo. All of you politicians, we'll give you a little medal. Boo-boo.
An event sponsored by the Jerusalem Post where he signed a hate crimes bill, something the right has always opposed. The American right.
There's no such thing as a hate crime because guess what? You don't get to decide over me and have power over me to decide what a hate crime is. That's the whole problem with all this authority law shit. You don't get to rule over me and decide what this and that is. That's not freedom. That's ruling. See?
Has always opposed hate crime laws, which I do too. So they say, like, if you go and commit a crime, you like beat someone up or you murder somebody, you get a sentence, you go to prison. But if you do it because of the thoughts in your head, you're not murdering this person because you don't like the way they look or because they're just random. You murder them specifically because they're Jewish and you don't like.
I don't know what he's talking about, dude. He just went fucking shit the bed all of a sudden. But anyway, you get the idea. Hey, what's up, Robin? How are you? Just another melted brick in the wall. All in all, it's just a melted brick in the wall. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. The dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Yeah. Oh man, this guy's kind of a pathetic, isn't he? Ben Shapiro, what a fucking cook. Dude, that dude right there is a traitor to Israel, and send him to Israel. Ban him from America forever, that fucking pedophile fucking lover. That goddamn fucking pedophile lover. Genocide lover. Traitor to humanity. Pedophile from hell. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. How can you eat your meat if you don't have any pudding? What?
The algorithm. The algorithms are destroying America. This is my informed view.
Sounds like it should go.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Don, look at us come together. As soon as so that
Ben Shapiro.
Meanwhile, the algorithms destroyed it. Meanwhile, cheater. The morals of a fucking criminal pedophile, genocidal, psychopath. That's what a cheater is. That's your moral and ethics standing. If you cheat, you do all, you're willing to do that, you're willing to do all of the above. Trust me, if that's where it all begins. If you're willing to cheat, you're willing to do anything. Lie, all of it.
Has lost so bad in the marketplace of ideas
Because
that
you don't want the truth. A cheater doesn't want the truth. And if they don't want that, they don't want nothing.
he now hates the free market.
They don't, their morals and ethics are fucking gone.
Apparently. Isn't an interesting place of ideas that
So that
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. John, look at us come together as soon as so that
Ben Shapiro has lost so bad in the
Did you say anything more? How awkward is this dork?
marketplace of ideas that he now hates the free market, apparently. Isn't it interesting that the people who want to censor free speech the most are the people who are losing in the democratized media environment? I mean, Ben Shapiro is losing tens of thousands of followers every single week. If you look at
democratized media environment, like, are you delusional? If it was that, then it would be fair. Remember, whatever, dude. They're all nuts, man.
2025, they are net negative in subscriber growth. It looks like they maybe lost around 50,000 subscribers or so in the last year. Also,
Look at
their views have
Look at that goddamn dive.
steadily
Come on.
1,000 subscribers or so in the last
Look at that.
It looks like they maybe lost around 50,000.
I mean, come on. Look at this. This clearly a artificial fake peak here, and then it goes back down below their average, and then boom, it starts no dive. It's downhill. He's straight up a fucking genocidal pedophile at this point. People can starting to see it.
1,000
Foreign, and he's a foreign invader traitor. A foreign invader traitor.
subscribers or so in the last year. Also, their views have
Clearly,
steadily
for Israel first. He's clearly a genocidal pedophile maniac.
declined over the last couple of years. And if you zoom into just 2025, they have fallen off a cliff, especially from November onwards. They've really taken a nosedive. Not ideal, I would say. They've also relaunched Candace Owens' old podcast page when she was still with the Daily Wire to do some kind of weird trolling thing, which isn't working at all. I mean, look at this, 6,000 views for this Egyptian plane video, which I won't even bother to play because it's so lame. Like, nobody cares. And at this point, it's getting so sad that they are having to now resort to buying views for their main personalities. And I will prove to you how they are doing it. Okay, this is Ben Shapiro's YouTube channel, and you can clearly see which videos they're buying views for and which ones they're not. For example, you have this video from yesterday, 21 hours ago, with 56,000 views, Iran's plan to kill protesters. And then from the day before, Trump declares war on Jerome Powell with 369,000 views. But if you go to the video itself, you can then see the weird things that are going on, right? For example, this video, the Iran plot to kill protesters, 56,000 views, like we talked about. It has 2,800 likes, which is about 5% of the total views, which I would say is within range of reason. A little bit on the low side, but you can usually count on between 5 to 10% of the people who watch your video to like it, and then maybe 5 or 10% of those people to comment on it. And it looks like here it has 698 comments. So I would say if I were to look at this video's views are probably mostly organic. Now let's take a look at the video from one day prior. This one supposedly has 373,000 views, almost 374,000 views, but it has less comments, only 2,600 comments, and about the same number of comments, 688 comments, which is like a huge red flag that a lot of these views, if not most of these views, are not organic. And it's even more egregious with some of the other Daily Wire personalities who don't have the cachet and the history of Ben Shapiro. For example, truth seeker Isabel Brown. It looks like she has hundreds of thousands of views on each of her videos, but if you click on it, it has like 275 likes, under 300 likes for this video that got 219,000 views, supposedly, only 78 comments. So how are they actually doing this? Shout out to this creator, Echoes from Above, for finding this. They say, quote, I asked them about this before the controversy and was told that they post videos as ads on YouTube. Each ad played counts as a view, but because you can't leave a comment or like an ad, it throws off the ratio. Yeah, most of the views on the Daily Wire channels are coming from pre-roll or mid-roll ads that they've purchased through the YouTube ad program, allegedly. You see, YouTube has a very strict fake engagement policy, unlike some other social media platforms. It says YouTube does not allow anything that artificially increases the number of views, likes, comments, or other metrics, either by using automatic systems or serving up videos to unsuspecting viewers. Content and channels that don't follow this policy may be terminated and removed from YouTube. That would be hugely embarrassing if that were to happen. So I don't think the Daily Wire are buying bots. What I think they're doing instead is using the YouTube ad service where you can, quote unquote, build video engagement and grow your channel.
So you scroll down, it's the super long page about why it can help you and how to do it. And look at this, why YouTube.
All right, we get the idea. I'm sorry I had to shake the dew off my lilies. Folks, can you guys help a brother out? Can you please donate? I'm asking kindly. I love you. Bless you. I'll give you special blessings, little flowing compassion, golden frequencies of light, blessings, good karma, super duper good karma. Yeah, the ice is a problem, man. It's hard to even go into. Oh man, where to begin? Yeah, I mean, even ICE, Israel, you got foreign countries and the governments openly pushing propaganda on social media influencers now, openly. You have governments using money stolen from the people and using it against them in propaganda campaigns and indoctrination systems via schooling, multi-generational indoctrination systems, including in every sector of society, is all completely controlled and rigged. And you see only, and if you wonder why it's weird, it's because they control it all. Everything's rigged. If you wonder why science isn't promoting questions, it's because it's all rigged. The more questions, the merrier in science, true science. You don't tell people not to question things. That's insane. So yeah, you're controlled completely. Yeah, boy, like it's funny because way back in the day when I was looking at Alex Jones in 2009 and shit, watching him here and there and shit, like he was totally like he had documentaries called Police State and Martial Law and all this shit, man, warning about it. Now he's promoting it. It's like mind blowing how he sold out to Israel. And now he butt fucks Israel all day long. When he was against Israel, he was like, they're taking over John trafficking back in the day. Who they fucking silenced. Oh, that's good. That's good. Wait. I know, Robin. Yeah, I guess we got to turn that frown upside down. How? I don't know why. I don't really know why, but it's just something I said here. But let's watch a little bit of Jeff here. Make sure this shit's fucking working here. Wait, hold up.
Leftist lunatic.
Hold up. Let me make sure I got the volume up. Okay.
Could be like a person from the US. In America, if you refuse to get dragged out of your car by mass federal agents, the government is allowed to execute you and publicly mock your death on 25 different news channels. If you ask questions, you are labeled a radical leftist lunatic. It's getting so bad. Like when people get carjacked, they're just holding their breath, hoping it's not ICE. Out of the car, this is a robbery. Thank God. Oh, I thought it was ICE. And what was I saying? They just do this left, right, left, right. The left stuff was the tranny stuff, but also a lot of the COVIDs. Even though Donald Trump called himself the father of the vaccine, he's still very proud of that to this day. But they kind of did a lot of that with the Biden stuff. So that was the left stuff with all the just the heinous crimes against humanity done by the government under the guise of a virus, which they, well, some people at least knew, at the top knew, didn't even exist. And it was all an operation to put people into fear, put up the 5G towers, inject as many people as possible with the nanotech to control them with the 6G, which Donald Trump says is coming out, and it'll let the government see further under your skin.
I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6. Let's do it again. What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin?
And then they come in with the right side, and it's all the ICE stuff. It's a massive police state. Jason Basler of the Free Thought Project. Just follow orders is just the 2025 version of just get the experimental jab. The left, follow CDC orders. The right, follow ICE orders. Different tribes, same submission to the state. Yeah, they both worship government. 2021, obey 3-letter agency and politicians or die. 2026, obey 3-letter agencies and politicians or die. They just change their hat from blue to red every couple of years. You get yet why us anarchists call status insane and just demented? Because that's what it is. That's what the whole thing is. And people just keep repeating it over and over. And now they've actually got the right side people, not all of them, but a decent amount. They're actually losing lots of them now, which is great. They're actually waking up. This is the apocalypse, lifting of the veil. Happens slower than we like with a lot of people. But I just noticed some chemtrails. Yeah, of course. Not surprised. Although these are a bit different. They seem like they're kind of end a little bit. I don't know. Probably is, though. It's everywhere. They're trying to kill everyone right now. I keep trying to tell everyone. No one seems to care. They think I'm crazy.
No.
Yeah, now they got the right side all cheering for the martial law. Alex Jones, who 10 years ago even did a movie called Martial Law and how we can never allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Now massively cheerleading it.
Yeah.
You notice he's never spoken at an Acapulco? You notice most of the amazing people in the world have all spoken in Acapulco, and most of the controlled opposition, almost all really, although there might be a couple possible exceptions, it's difficult to say, but for the most part, we haven't had any. Like, a lot of people said we needed Jordan B. Peterson. Well, look how that turned out, right? Like, very clearly, now he's actually dying because that's what's going to happen. Actually, all these people are going to die because they're not going to be, their power source has been taken away. and the new consciousness energy that's entering, thanks to Christoph Melchizedek and the creator mostly.
Oh God, he's so fucking stupid.
Actually coexist with.
He met this one dude, and now he's absolutely says the most mentally ill shit all the time.
That.
I gotta fast forward it.
So we're gonna see most of them just dying off now, which is great. It's great. I love this. They tried to like ban me everywhere. They tried to kill me in so many ways. Cat 5 hurricanes, earthquakes. You know what? They actually.
Fuck me.
But it's so incredible to watch the right side again. A lot of them falling for it. See, that's what happens when you don't have principles. See, us anarchists or voluntarists have principles, and they're very simple. It's actually the same as what Jesus said. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you, or basically don't aggress against others. Because obviously, unless you're a masochist or you're massively traumatized, you don't really want people to aggress against you.
Yeah, never forget that hurt people.
Beat you up, kill you, steal your stuff. And that's all we say is we don't think people should do that to each other. And a lot of people say we're crazy. But it's very easy to be principled. You notice like all these people have changed, like Nick Fuentes, I'll get to him in a second, Alex Jones, all these.
Yeah, watch this shit on Nick Fuentes. Holy goddamn shit. This goddamn gay cocksucking virgin.
People have changed massively because they don't have any principles and they've sold their soul. I haven't sold my soul and I have very basic principles, so it's very simple. And so it's very easy to always be on the right side of every.
I have a basic principle. It's because I respect and love. I respect and love you, and I respect your freedom and love you. And that's to leave you the fuck alone, okay? And mind my own business, man. Unless invited.
The moral right side, at the very least, of every sort of.
Unlike government
thing. Is anyone aggressing against someone else who hasn't done anything to them? Yes. Okay, that's wrong. See, it's very simple.
It really
it's very easy to be this.
It really seems so easy.
Although
not a group of strangers is allowed to rule over you and dictate you and destroy you and accumulate all your wealth and via corporations, banks, real estate, government policy, lobbying to get the government policy, etc. All of it.
That easy in the past, you know. A lot of people just constantly attacking us, saying we're crazy, we're idiots. I think that's what they said about. Well, anyway, I'll leave it there. But it's so incredible to watch the right side again, just like cheering on now the police state, which is one of the big things they were always against. And for my next trick, I'll make freedom-loving patriots cheer for a police state.
God, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I should correct that, though. If you're a conservative voter statist, you're not a freedom-loving patriot. You're a slavery-loving,
yeah,
basically bootlicker. That's basically
you're cheerleading your own enslavement, all you statists, and it makes you dumb as fuck for falling for these tricks like that.
What they are. And it's sad to see. But there's lots of them, but there's lots that are waking up now too, because you have to. At a certain point, if you don't wake up, you're like super. Like at a certain point, you can't even blame the brainwashing anymore. You have to like just admit you're evil if you support all this stuff. But on top of all this stuff, it's so incredible too that they've got a lot of these people cheering on a massive police state, going after all the people who are standing up to the government. They cheer that on. But then they put on their news, on their mind control CIA programming, all these other countries, and they say, look, these people are standing up to their governments. That means it's time for the USSA to come in and do some regime change. I know it doesn't make any sense, but they cheer for both of those things at the same time. See, when you're under mind control, and that's why it's hard to even talk to those people. That's why they get so upset if you even try to talk to them, because they can actually recognize the cognitive dissonance in their own mind, but then they just start freaking out and start yelling and either want to kill you or they run away. Yeah, in the US, the government out in the streets beating people should have complied with the government. Authoritarian regime brutality in the US. Then they show them authoritarian regime brutality in places like Iran. Bomb them. America stands for freedom.
Yeah, the mind control over the American public's minds is so amazing. He just, explained it. When they see it in another country, they see it differently than how they see it in their own country. You see what I'm saying? See the double standard, the mental illness? Do you understand the cognitive dissonance?
Freedom. MAGA at home.
The programming, the mind control, the hypnosis. Do you see it? The magic, the spell, the magnetism.
Obey government or be shot. MAGA abroad. Finally overthrow the government.
Drool.
I know it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
So, like I was saying, MAGA at home. Obey government or be shot. MAGA abroad. Violently overthrow the government.
Finally overthrow the government. I know it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, according to their logic, national protests break out.
According to their logic, look at this. Look at the U.S. All this is a reason for another country to invade and take out the present regime. Not regime, the entire government regime. That's what they're saying, but not if it's them. It's like, oh, fuck that. We got to get the military out.
Break out all across America. So I guess that means regime change, right? That's how it works, we're told. Got a helicopter flying over. Probably checking me out. Actually, probably not.
That was Magnum PI, dude. Did you see that? That was Magnum PI. No.
I'm actually kind of invisible to them now. But anyway.
The chopper looked just like.
Yeah, it's so incredible to see how and all the stuff they say about these other places are all lies too. Like they say that there's a big protest against the Iranian government. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I haven't been there, so I can't say it all. And I really haven't looked into it. But from what I've looked into, it looks like there's actually pro-government sort of rallies going on there, which is also stupid in my opinion. Should never have a pro-government rally ever.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like that's talk about. It's like, I'm pro criminal organization, violence, and theft. That's how screwed up this world is. That's what.
Yeah, I'm pro you violating my fellow man's freedoms and rights, taking all their money, and I'm all for that. I want to vote. That's nuts to me.
This world's so screwed up. But according
I want to allow a small group of billionaires to completely become billionaires because they weren't at first. Now everybody's a billionaire, right? Openly, overtly. And you know what I mean? It's
Christoph Melchizedek should be all fixed in the next 7 years. You just got to survive it. There's so much propaganda and so much bots, and like Israel's been shown, like half the posts on X that are pro-Israel are actually paid for by the.
I mean, you literally have governments, domestic and foreign governments, openly and overtly, domestic and foreign, overtly bragging about paying off influencers to promote their propaganda, mental illness.
Israeli government. And of course, ICE, a lot of them train in Israel as well. That's why they're so brutal. And here, ICE is spending.
Exactly, no shit. Because they hate you. This is why you can never have foreigners on your own land. Even the domestic ones are fucking evil enough. I mean, give me a break. Look at cops, these fucking pedophile fucks.
$8 million on deals with pro-ICE influencers to push its propaganda online. Oh, Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones, making more money. It's so sad that so many people can't actually figure out what's going on. I've been talking about it, of course, for years. I'm on BitChute. I'm on Vigilante.tv. You can't find that anywhere. It's not listed anywhere. If you search for me on YouTube, you can't find.
I'm on BitChute and Odyssey as well. When the building's cried.
If somehow you've got the direct link, you can.
When the building's cried is an analogy for how the building's melted, the brick and the mortar. like dripping down the walls. So hot, turning a solid into a liquid to the point it flows because it's heavy and flows now.
See it.
And malleable.
But that's just a few thousand people. Massively shadow banned. Same on X.
Because of the increased viscosity, decreased viscosity levels of melting, the inherent of it.
But most people can't see what actually is going on here. And what actually is going on is what I've been saying. It's a massive, basically, you can call it Jewish, but it's like this Moloch worshipping death cult that is basically working for a consciousness field that's trying to destroy all life and all the souls.
Okay, just what batshit crazy.
Souls on Earth. And that's what's really going on.
I told you that the entire Great Awakening was a psyop headed by controlled opposition figureheads designed to reveal any dissidents to the pro-government, pro-Israel movement of America. Be crazy. Anyway, have you ever heard of the Zephyr Plan?
Allegedly, David Goldberg was a researcher with a White House insider source, as well as intelligence officials. David was Jewish and Zionist and was horrified in 2019 after learning of Zionist plans through White House memos and other internal documents describing two projects, Project Pogo and Project Zephyr, a two-stage plan. For Pogo, they would utilize TTID, Tag, Track, and ID. They would use this for dissidents, nationalists, patriots, anyone who would pose a long-term threat. They used YouTube gatekeepers like Alex Jones to create a space for alternative thinkers. They were all agents paid to put out truthful information to tag, track, and identify the people who were watching and interacting, basically using alt media influencers as honeypots. They then created databases of Americans who were awake. Remember, Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, and Tucker Carlson all have CIA daddies. Their targets are anti-Zionists, anti-Semites, Christians discussing Synagogue of Satan, Muslims, any Goyim who won't conform, and anyone aware of and opposing Zionist world government plans. Project Zephyr, the second stage, the extermination. High-value targets will be taken out through kidnappings via a U.S.-based Israeli Defense Force, or ICE. The low-value targets would be taken out through viruses or other widely applicable means. At the time, they were working on COVID. Goldberg estimated the total number of dissidents to be around 15% of Americans, and that was in 2019. He also said that if there were too many dissidents, they would then conduct power outages and purge-style attacks to take people from their homes and place them into camps. He said that they might blame it on Iran, and false flags would probably take place to make the U.S.
Do you think it's more than 15% now? Oh, yeah.
go to war with Iran in order to further Israel's greater.
So you better watch out. You start seeing this, you better fight right now. You see anybody starting to round up people, you better kill these people in their military trucks where they stand, surround them, everybody, and don't let them leave. They're going to have to fucking send, they're going to lose. There's the people out, we dwarf their numbers.
For Israel project. It discusses foot soldiers from the US and nuclear weapons being used in Iran. The memos also said that Donald Trump had converted to Judaism in 2017 and joined the Chabad Lubavitch Synagogue in New York and had been meeting with high-level rabbis in which these plans were discussed. These plans said several times that he would have to declare himself king of Israel publicly to symbolically declare the start of the plans. Trump is not just a Jew, according to the memos, he's a Freemason, and allegedly has been promised high-ranking positions for his children in the government that they're forming, which will be headquartered in Jerusalem. David posted his findings on his YouTube channel. His channel was then scrubbed. David Goldberg died on June 8th, 2019, in his Brooklyn apartment. He was found by his neighbor dead on the floor with foam coming out of his mouth and no apparent cause
Oh, boy. Ouch. Yeah.
of death. David posted his findings on his YouTube channel, forming, which will be headquartered in Jerusalem. David posted his findings on his YouTube channel. His channel was then scrubbed. David Goldberg died on June 8th, 2019, in his Brooklyn apartment. He was found by his neighbor dead on the floor with foam coming out of his mouth and no apparent cause of death.
In Brooklyn, hell, at least make them send a fucking drone, man. Come on.
No cause of death has ever been publicly released. His friends claim that the police took a lot of his things, much more than they should have for the situation. All data about David Goldberg has been scrubbed from the internet.
Yeah, it's a mass extermination plan that is very obvious now. And most people still have no clue. A lot of them still believe a lot of these people like Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes and all these people, which they're clearly showing themselves.
Watch this shit about Nick the sick prick.
To be part of the globalists.
Nick is sick. Nick is sick. Sick Nick. Sick.
The big club, the Molochian death cult, or as David Icke calls it, the Sabbatean death cult. And they're actually...
Sabbatean, a.k.a. saboteurs. They sabotage everything.
Are tracking people like that to, find people who follow them to actually kill them. You're basically watching Alex Jones, and they're actually tracking you and planning to kill you. Whereas I'm banned everywhere. If you can find me, I'm on BitChute, which, by the way, I got to just mention, I just heard the founder of BitChute, I believe his name is Rick Vahey, I might have that slightly wrong, has just agreed to speak in Acapulco, which is great. BitChute's been one of the, a very necessary thing, especially 5 years ago during the COVIDs, when all of us, Max Egan, David Icke, myself, anyone who speaks in Acapulco, we're all wiped off YouTube, FBI book, X.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, because when I post anything on BitChute, I don't care what it is. Like, I get thousands of views, thousands. And if I post on YouTube, I get like 2 views. Like, okay, yeah, okay, you don't have to make it that obvious, man. You know what I mean? Like, you could at least let a few hundred through. No. I literally can post any day on BitChute, and I have thousands of views.
All these sort of things. It was one of the only places you can get our videos at that time. So really happy he's coming, and hopefully we can help support him as well, because he's been under massive attack. But yeah, we're over on BitChute, and we're on Vigilante.tv, and a few others. I think, was it Rumble? Something like that.
I mean, I'm not saying I would get them like right when I put them out over time. You know what I mean?
One of them is kind of owned by like Peter Thiel or something. It's probably tracking you, T. Like, sorry, like, I don't know what to tell you. But for the most part, like with my videos, I'm not tracking you, trying to kill you. I'm trying to tell you what's going on, But I'm basically banned or shadow banned everywhere. No one's ever like,
hey, I know what it's like, buddy. Hey, I know what it's like.
You never hear about me anywhere, which I don't mind at all. Like, I'm fine with it. Like, I don't need to have like the spotlight on me. But yeah, speaking of all these controlled opposition people, like Nick Fuentes, has anything been more obvious than this one?
Yeah, check this out, man. This fucking guy, man. He just completely shit the bed, man. This virgin idiot.
First of all, I should mention he was
just like a virgin guy, like a virgin
at that January 6th thing. If you know it,
dorked for the very first time.
I think about that. Anyone who was even close to there, they tracked them all by their cell phones. If you're even like within a mile of there, you're usually in Guantanamo Bay for a couple of years in solitary confinement. Nick Fuentes was there with his loudspeaker thing, his megaphone.
Yeah, he's telling people to charge all kinds of like crazy terroristic shit. Like not according to me. Not according to me. If according to them, I could give a fuck what he says. You say what you want, dude. You can threaten me all you want. I threaten to do the dishes all the time, and I never get the dishes done. You know what I mean?
Keep marching and don't relax. Never relax. Yeah. Bring down the barriers and disregard the police. This capital belongs to us.
capital belongs to us now. Yay!
Nothing happened
Yay, not orchestrated, fake at all.
to him. Anyone want to guess that either he was already controlled opposition at that point, which is very likely, or if he wasn't, that's when they turned him. Because now all he does is promote the Trump stuff, the wars for Israel.
A lot of Trump promotion, Republican Trump shit.
And even
like insane mental illness shit. Like, because Trump is nuts. Like, anybody who supports Trump is batshit crazy, right? He's nuts. He's a complete fucking retard. Like, anybody who supports that, they're nuts. They gotta be nuts too.
even just came out recently and he's like, hey, forget about this Epstein stuff.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, is it really pedophilia? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really pedophilia, okay?
Yeah, it was, dude. These were 5-year-olds, not 15-year-olds. Yeah, were there 15-year-olds? Fuck yeah, okay? But there were a shit ton of 5-year-olds. That's pedophilia. So shut your virgin pedophile ass up, okay? You genocide supporting piece of shit. Or a Venezuelan or terrorist supporting murdering fisherman motherfucking piece of shit thinks he can just attack Greenland and take it over. Like, what is this guy's mentally ill? I mean, he needs to be locked up and put in a fucking rubber room.
They weren't trafficking.
And I'm kidding. Nobody has the right to lock anyone up.
5-year-olds, it was like they were technically not legal. Big difference. In my opinion, I know that's a controversial take.
Again, that's great, but they weren't all 15 or whatever you think they were, dude. These are fucking 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 7. They were all it was pedophile, according to the victims.
But that's not really
what some of the victims said.
Issue there. Okay, the issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's pedophilia. Okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a Jewish spy, probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
Oh, man.
And of course, he's just mentioning that some of them weren't what I wouldn't call children. If you're 16, 17, you're not 100% a child anymore. Although, it's not great if they get sex trafficked and raped by Bill Clinton and Donald Trump.
But yet again, we're not talking about that. We're talking about all the ones that was pedophilia, all the 5-year-olds, you dipshit, that went through there, that were stolen by people like Erica Kirk in Romania with all their fucking Christian bullshit. And they use religion, they use orphanages, they steal baby children all the time. They're missing. There's so many missing. Look it up, dipshits.
All these people. But, he does have a bit of a point that some of them aren't like little kids.
And and Erica Kirk in Romania, that's a CIA operation, man, of stealing kids. She got kicked out of the country. I told you, intelligence is the pedophile sex trafficking criminals of all time. These are all fucking unaccountable sex traffickers. These cursed pedophiles in the CIA, Mossad, FBI, Secret Service, MI5, 6, whatever the fuck these pedophiles.
Like toddlers. But lots of them are. And that's what they do as well. Is they just say, oh, there's a couple 17-year-old girls. They're about to turn 18 or something. No. See, that's what Nick Fuentes is out there basically saying now, saying just forget about it. He even came out just recently, like he's said in the past how the U.S. has become the great Satan, the evil empire, because of all their regime changes and all their military stuff all over.
Okay, wait for the reveal, though, at the end here. Wait for the reveal. I don't know if this is true or not about Nick, but just wait.
And now here's him now.
It's a movement for right-wing Americans that want America to have primacy over the entire planet, as much power, as much abundance, as many resources as possible. So if you're coming around with this...
Like, this dude is mentally fucking ill. I've never heard such a child. It's like listening to Trump 2.0 or Trump Jr. It's like he's been sucking Trump dick or something, this gay fucking virgin fuck.
Nonsense about they stole the oil. That's not moral. They intervened in another country. You violated their sovereignty. I don't give a shit. I don't care at all. We
Listen to this fucking pedo talk.
do it all the time, and we've done it for centuries. It's called manifest
This fucking pedo protector. This guy is a pedo protector.
destiny. It's called the Mexican-American War, the Spanish-American War, the Bay of Pigs. We do it all the time. This is our world, and at the minimum, this is our half.
Again, this is what happens. This is called indoctrination. This is called, what you're seeing here is a result of indoctrination. Look at this fucktard. Literally, obviously, an asset of an intelligence agency, if not a young agent himself. It's so ridiculous. All these assholes on YouTube pretending.
This is our half of the world for us to have.
It's so easy to tell all these assholes who are for government.
Uncontested, undisputed dominance, military, commercial, naval, every way, shape, and form.
Again, the dude is mentally ill. Listen to this fucking retard go.
And we will take what we are entitled to.
What are you entitled to? See, they have entitlement. This entitlement, this fucking retard. Something is wrong with this idiot.
We will take what makes us safer, richer, more prosperous.
Wow.
We will take what we want. Nobody can stop us, and we'll do it again.
Again, this is not a great way to influence people and friends and influence people. This is not a great way to make friends and influence people. Excuse me. This is not a great way to make friends and influence people, Nick.
And I hope we do. And I hope we do it in Greenland, and I hope we do it in Panama, and I hope we do it in Cuba. I hope we do it everywhere.
Nick, this is not a great way to make friends and influence people.
Where it makes sense for us. You got a problem with that? I don't know. Go back to fucking Pakistan.
Whoa. Dude, what are you talking? Dude, calm the fuck down. What is wrong with this idiot?
Go back to some other country and complain about it on the internet. Invented by America.
Again, I think Brian, Super Brian might be right. That dude kind of looked possessed, right? Was he possessed?
So would it come as any surprise to you if it were to come out?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. That's good.
That Nick Fuentes is actually a Jew. Nick Fuentes is a confirmed Jew. He's running cover for Zionist regime change. Fuentes is a Jewish surname. It's associated with Sephardic Jewish ancestry in Spain. His sister claims Sephardic Jewish ancestry. His father also admitted to being part Mexican and Jewish. By the way, Maduro is also a Sephardic
Everything's a psyop.
Jew. See, they're all in the
Everything's rigged. It's a big club and you ain't in it.
big club, all of them. All this stuff's a show while they try to kill everyone on Earth. I know it sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what they're trying to do. How many people are waking up to this? Not enough, not fast enough. And they keep rolling out their operations. Like, for example, Trump apparently was at like a Ford factory or something. And apparently a factory worker shouted out that he's a pedophile protector. And Trump did this.
Again, that's he thinks it's a psyop. It's not a psyop, dipshit. This guy gets so dumb sometimes, bro. He's so dumb. I don't know what's wrong with him sometimes. Here, let's see.
Speak Arabic, Hebrew, or other Semitic languages. But they're not from that region. Those people, I say the truth. These things. And it's becoming more and more obvious now. Like almost every bad thing that happens in the world is because of Israelis, Mossad, Jews. Not all.
Not all.
Like large portions of Argentina now are on fire. And of course, this is what they've been trying to push for a long time, that all these fires are going to be caused by climate change, or they're man-made global warming. Well, it's definitely man-made, as we've seen with almost all the fires in so many parts of the world. And now they're burning down Argentina.
Like all the fires that they blame on natural and being natural and wildfires, and it's all because of climate change and global warming, which doesn't exist. They're all set by Israelis, okay, to sell it and to steal land. Colonization program. Look at their colonization program. They're taking over Venezuela. Like, it's insane. They're taking over Ukraine. It's like they're expanding that little tiny state of Israel that they stole, the land they stole when they invaded Palestine in 1948. That wasn't theirs. They had to murder people to get the land that they're on. The land that they're living on right now in Israel has blood all over it. They had to murder people to get that land. It's stolen land. That state of Israel is all illegitimate because it's all stolen land. It's not legitimate. It's not to be recognized in any way except as a terrorist state or a genocidal state or as a war criminal state, pedophile state, parasite state, welfare state. Anything? You want more?
Anyone want to guess who might be involved in that?
You might have seen that Patagonia, Argentina is in flames right now. This gets so much weirder and deeper than you can even imagine. So just buckle up. This is Argentina's based president, Javier Milei, total Zionist puppet, puts on the tiny hat and kisses the wall.
He's the one that received $40 million of our money, tax dollars, from Trump. This guy. He did that for Israel. He gave them to get him to change the law so they could, when something burns, that they could buy the land out.
Exactly 1 month ago on December 9th.
And they're taking over Venezuela.
President Milei announced that foreigners can buy Argentinian land and develop it after fires. Now, as of January 9th, Patagonia is on fire. They're not even denying the fact that these fires were intentional, and you'll never guess who was caught setting them.
Una hora te vas de ahí. Una hora te vas de ahí. Estos son los hijos de puta que nos prenden fuego, la concha de su madre. Llévateles y se van a la mierda, dale. Me acabo de dar toda la vuelta porque
they should go stone that dude.
vi una nube de humo.
Yeah, that was an Israeli tourist, which is actually...
They should get together and throw a bunch of rocks at that guy, you know?
Very common in Argentina and Chile because IDF members get sent there right when they get out of the military by NGOs that want them to map the land. They've been caught using military equipment while they're doing this, like radios and satellites that they then quickly hide once anyone approaches. They've also been setting fires to these places for years, which makes it even stranger that Milei would pass a law saying that foreigners can buy up land after it's been set on fire.
That's fucking... Who in the fuck would come up with laws like this? Like, what kind of it's like all the laws that violate the Constitution over here every day. It's insane. This is so mentally ill. This is absolutely treason here.
They've been finding Israeli grenades near where these fires originated. They've also been finding busted pipes for the water sources used to put the flames out. And Netanyahu...
Holy fuck. What kind of fucking evil pedophile shit is that?
Who just happened to have a picture of Argentina with him at his last trip to the White House. Argentinian locals know exactly what's happening.
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. That was his what he calls his target. That's his future target.
They know that they are under Zionist occupation and that Israel is...
That's his target. That's his bullseye he target practices with.
Trying to steal...
That's who he wants next.
Their land and their country.
It's all colonization. The colonizers are still colonizing. It's sad that we live in a world where the colonizers are still colonizing. I thought we were past all this shit, but I guess, and I shouldn't say we, but seriously, I thought they were past all this shit, but I guess they're not.
Vieron todo. Y acá lo que pasa es que están queriendo venderle la Patagonia a todos los judíos, loco. Esto se sabe hace un montón. Acá todo el mundo lo sabe. Está lleno de israelitas, está todo el mundo comprando la tierra. Nadie hace nada.
Estamos sorprendidos de que nos prendan fuego a la Patagonia. Sabemos que es a propósito. Lo tenemos recontra en claro que hay poderes que están del lado. Tienen un interés inmobiliario, tienen interés minero.
The claims that there is a plot by Israel to take over Argentina and turn it into basically their second base is not even close to being a new thing. Plan Andania started being discussed in the 1970s and, of course, has since been labeled as an
Check this out. This is absolutely astonishing. This is mind-blowing, mind-boggling, whatever you want to call it. Mind-altering? Mind-shaping? Mind-shifting. Yeah, 1970, when I was born, I mean, what kind of idiot gets born after 1969? Anyway, Argentina far-right circus.
insane far-right conspiracy theory. The theory alleges that Plan Andania is a covert Zionist Israeli scheme to conquer and declare a second Jewish state, specifically in southern Patagonia, emerged in the 1970s in Argentine far-right circles. In 1971, ultra-nationalist economist and professor Walter Allende popularized it through pamphlets and articles in magazines like Cabedillo, claiming Zionists were secretly buying land to undermine Argentine sovereignty and establish Andania, a mashup of Andes and Patagonia. There's really way too much that goes into this to even fit into a short video, so I'm going to put this guy's Substack here. It has a tremendous amount of information. He did an insane deep dive. Definitely go check that out. Just screenshot it and copy and paste into your browser.
Yeah, so they're burning down most of Argentina, so like Jews can like take it over and live there, which is rather interesting because they say there's only like 2% of the world population is Jewish. There's no way. There's no way. It's, well, first of all, the actual world population likely isn't 7 billion. It's likely closer to 3 to 4 billion.
Again, this is where he's such a dumbass. Again, I did all the research on all of this shit already. I did all the numbers. We added them all up. At the most, it's 1 billion. And then we say, we'll even give you another half a billion. We'll say 1.5 billion just to make sure, just to give you an extra freebie. Okay, there's really only 1 billion. Okay, he's such a dipshit. He's so dumb, dude. You travel so much and he can't even, this is how dumb he is, bro. He's so unaware. He can't really make out how many people are living anywhere. He's just too dumb. He travels a lot. There's no excuse for this.
So right there, you would say, oh, then like the Jews are like 4%, right? But I think it's even more than that because they're everywhere doing everything all the time.
Yeah, they've infiltrated way more than that percentage. Clearly, man. I mean, god damn, these fuckers they're good at what they do, like being evil, deviant, fucking criminal, sick, genocidal fuck.
They're trying to take over Argentina. They've already done that with Ukraine. That's what the whole Ukraine-Russia thing is, to create another area for these Jews. And they're like moving in all over. They're killing the entire Christian, sort of Catholic sort of population of white males. And all these Jews are moving in and taking all these hot Ukrainian women now. It's incredible. They're doing that in Argentina. Anyone want to guess where else they're doing it? Finance Slot said, I spent today doing a deep dive into the billionaire Freedom City project in Greenland, and it's going to shock you what I've uncovered so far. The city is envisioned as a low-regulation, techno-libertarian hub backed by figures like Peter Thiel, via Praxis, Mark Andreessen, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Sam Altman of AI. This project is an AI-driven data center project with aims to capture rare earth mining in Greenland. While exact details on land purchases for the city itself remain undisclosed in public sources, the initiatives are concentrated in southern Greenland, where the island's primary rare earth mineral deposits are located. Yeah, so you got Peter Thiel, who runs Palantir, that's run by a Jew, and is basically the CIA. You got Jeff Bezos, who just promotes all the CIA Jew stuff. Sam Altman, who's a Jew. And Bill Gates, who's trying to kill everyone on Earth. And basically the person who runs all his business stuff, the person who really gets things done for him, is a Jewish guy. Yeah, so now they're trying to take over Greenland. And that, too, was also part of Elon Musk's grandfather's plan. And also...
Yeah. Check out how old this plan is on Greenland here.
The Club of Rome to create a...
none of the presidents, none of the government, none of the politicians run anything. The intelligence agencies run everything, and they're run by the powers it shouldn't be. The rich established families like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers that have been established for, at least 300 to 500 years now.
One state area all the way from Greenland.
These retards instantly grabbed the reins of power after the Great Meltification event, the X Factor event.
And all the way down to, drum roll please, Venezuela. Meanwhile, Alex Jones is out there saying Trump's defeating the globalists by rolling out the Club of Rome and the technocrat wet dream. It's incredible. And if you ever wonder how things like the Holocaust can happen, where nothing really happened, and for decades after, no one talked about a Holocaust or anything, and all of a sudden there's all these Hollywood movies, and all of a sudden 6 million Jews were killed, which, the total amount of Jews they say that were on Earth pre-World War II was 15 million. Post-World War II, it was also 15 million, which gets back to my point. I think there's way more Jews than we think. I'm not saying they're all evil, but there's quite a few for sure.
No, not all of them, but many. I'm kidding.
Like, there's a lot. Not all, but many. And if you wonder how they do it, they're already rewriting Gaza before they've even killed the last. And if you wonder how they do it, like, there's a lot. Not all, but many. And if you wonder how they do it, they're already rewriting Gaza before they've even killed the last child there.
The next generation of young people won't remember October 7th in the same way. That's true in Israel.
What in the hell did you just say?
Israel and in America and broadly in the world. And we need to make sure two things. One, it's not that we don't forget. We need to make sure that the story is told properly so that when the history books write this, they don't write about the victims of Gaza.
What the hell did you just say? They don't write about the victims of Gaza.
Right? They can't. The history, and it's.
They clap. All the fucking psychopathic genocidal pedophiles clap.
I should be a little more precise. There were victims in Gaza, right? It's true. There are civilian casualties in every war that's ever been fought. But the victims were the people of the nation state of Israel. Though that the aggressor was, but the victims were the people of the nation state of Israel. Though that's ever been fought. But the victims were the people of the nation state of Israel.
No, you're the pedophile genocidal maniacs.
Though that the aggressor was the Iranian regime in the proxy of Hamas. And we need to make sure that the history books reflect that. And that requires each of us every day to talk about it in real time with our children, with our grandchildren, about it in a way that is serious and thoughtful and complete and moral.
And if you're wondering why you don't hear too many people on X talking about it, it's because if you do, you get banned. Like Max Egan, who just got banned again for 2 weeks on X. The free speech platform. Hi, Max Egan. Your account, Max the Crow House, was reported and has been automatically locked for violating the X rules, specifically for violating our rules against violent speech. Here was his violent speech. Most of the people being killed in Iran are Mossad spies and agitators being rooted out. So violent, Max. That's interesting what Max said there. So there's actually there's been big X accounts saying 12,000 Iranian protesters were killed. There doesn't appear to be any evidence of that. But what Max is saying there, and he got banned on X for saying, which gives you a good idea that it's probably true, is it's actually the people killing the Mossad and Israeli infiltrators. If that's the case, that is awesome. But that also means they'll probably bomb Iran as soon as possible before people find out about this. So that's what, I think almost for sure by the end of this month. And then things will get really interesting. Because they'll probably do this kind of like a world war sort of a thing. They'll say Russia is will attack some part of the US or something. And it'll be this big war. They'll kill hundreds of millions of people. And that's probably what they're going to do, by the way. But it's not organic. Putin, for example, the Russian government, controlled the exact same way the US government is by the exact same people. You can tell because they all hang out with the exact same people. Oh, and if you're wondering about the guy that Putin's supposedly fighting in Ukraine, he hangs out with the same people. Oh, and Zelensky is a Jew. Trump.
Oh yeah. Oops. What do all these countries have in common? Every goddamn country. They all are warring with each other, but yet every country that they're warring with, they're in every country. Every fucking country. They're all supposed to be.
And that's probably what they're going to do, by the way, but it's not like organic. The Putin, for example, the Russian government is controlled the exact same way the US government is by the exact same people. You can tell because they all hang out with the exact same people. Oh, and if you're wondering about the guy that...
How pathetic. How pathetic. They all are ruled by these fucking retards. Every country is ruled by these retards. Look at them. It's bar none almost, except the ones they're trying to, Greenland. No, I'm kidding.
Putin's supposedly fighting.
Venezuela hates these fuckers. That's why they got Trump harassing them and performing terrorist attacks on their coastlines.
In Ukraine, he hangs out with the same people. Oh, and Zelensky is a Jew. Trump converted to being a Jew about 5 or 6 years ago. And Putin, I think his mother was Jewish. Starting to get it yet. It's all...
I started to get it yet.
A massive operation that hardly anyone gets. And there's some people, they're like, you just got to trust the plan. I'm on a Q email list on 4chan that comes out of Israel. And it's basically the CIA, and it tells me some things that makes me believe that all the evil stuff they're doing is actually part of a grand plan.
You can't make this shit up. The delusion of some of these fucking Q-tards.
Yeah, there's some people who believe that. It's incredible. Trust the plan. Just some Zionism and some lethal injections. Oh, and how do I know that they're probably going to attack Iran even before this video goes out? Well, at Mar-a-Lago, they just had a guy come out in like a magician's outfit, blowing like horns, which is actually a sign in the Jewish religion of going to war. See, that's how they announce...
Yeah, well, they just, I think Trump backed off. Who the fuck knows what's going on?
Going to war now. You used to have to go to Congress. Now you just have a Jewish rabbi guy in his robes come up and blow some horns. That's how you announce it. And then you say, next, airspace closed over Iran for the next 24 hours. Thanks for your attention.
Valdez, we might have created the scenario in our collective mind, but the fact that it got hijacked doesn't mean that we created it wrong. You know what I mean? It's just an experience. It's all duality. Don't worry about it. It's all good, Valdez. Don't let it bother you. It'll turn out in the end. If it doesn't, we'll be dead and out of here. Fuck it. It'll be fucking easy peasy. I've tried to tell myself you can't take this fucking experience very seriously. You really can't look at it like that. You really you can't do it. You just can't.
But
you can't take this place seriously. It's to me, this place to me is a joke. It's a joke.
Meanwhile, the US dollar is absolutely crashing. Actually, all fiat currencies are crashing massively right now versus silver, which has gone absolutely parabolic. It's actually, I just came out like an hour ago, it was at $93 an ounce. You can see the chart here. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, the time it took silver from $20 to $30 was 145 days. The time for silver to go from $30 to $40 was 145 days. From $40 to $50, it was 39 days.
So again, just remember, every time you see the prices go up on gold, silver, eggs, whatever, you name it, what you're seeing is the devaluation of the dollar because of the inflated money supply.
From $50 to $60 is 12 days. From 60 to 70, it was 13 days. From 70 to 80, it was 6 days. And from 80 to 90, it was 15 days. Yeah, gold's at all-time highs again. Silver's just doubled.
So what does that mean? I will translate what that means. Gold is at an all-time high. Therefore, the value of the dollar is at an all-time low. Its buying power has never been lower. And the prices have never been higher.
Almost all-time highs now in the last month or two, which are all signs that we're headed towards a massive, massive crisis here. Like, this is obvious. This is what gold and silver always kind of point out in the markets, because some people know ahead of time. And those people who know have a lot of capital, like trillions of dollars of capital. So they know when to buy this stuff. And of course, gold and silver have been a big part of our...
Any thinks it's going up because they're buying it. It's because the value of the dollar is going down because the money is being inflated. The supply of the money is being inflated. Supply and demand.
Portfolio.
Just ridiculous.
The dollar vigilante. So we've been doing incredibly well. Almost all of our stuff is at all-time highs right now, and massive all-time highs, like huge all-time highs. And not to mention the gold and silver stocks. That
And again, if you got like, if you're like, I mean, like I know, like, yeah, I mean, Pirate Chain looks. I mean, if you're like, if I had a trading account, I would definitely buy some of that cheap shit. That's all I'm saying.
are going up even more than that are in our portfolio.
You're not. And decades ago, I had trading accounts where I would trade stocks and options.
Just so you know, at the Dollar Vigilante Summit last year, we talked mostly about buying gold and silver stocks. A lot of them are up like 500% or more at this point. Like way up. And we have another Dollar Vigilante Summit coming up in February. You might want to like make sure you come to it or watch it virtually. Oh, and we're also, by the time this video comes out, our January issue of the Dollar Vigilante should be out. So you definitely want to subscribe to that. That's where we talk about all these things. And actually, Ed Bugos is going to be putting out...
You see that picture of Gestapo? Look at this shit. Gestapo just carrying people away like you're animals and shit. No dignity. You dumb fucking slave. They hate you. Look how they treat you. How do you know how do you know they hate you? By how they treat you. Your value of your life. They hate you. They hate their neighbors instead of love thy neighbor.
Definitely want to subscribe to that. That's where we talk about all these things. And actually, Ed Bugos is going to be putting out a few sort of smaller...
Why don't you love your neighbor?
Precious metal mining stocks out over the next few months. Some of these stocks could go up thousands of % quite easily. And you don't hear hardly anyone talking about this stuff, and that's a really good...
Pirate Chain. Below $1. Steal it. Steal it right now. It could. It's not saying it will, but it could go to 15 in a blink of an eye. And if it breaks that, hold on to it, man. Hold on.
Good sign, because they're still massively, massively under...
Don't sell if it breaks 15. Do not sell.
Value. So you definitely subscribe to our newsletter.
Mark my words.
You're insane if you don't. You're like, if you want to know what's going on and make a lot of money, go to dollarvigilante.com/subscribe. It's about $20 a month for the premium version that you get all these stock picks and everything. And some of them, like, they're going to do incredibly well. Like, just look at silver right now. It's going insane. And it might not stop for a while. It might, but it might not.
That's called a candlestick chart.
But then on top of that, something else has like skyrocketed recently, and it's another of our largest holdings, Monero. Just so you know, our biggest holdings in the Dollar Vigilante are gold and silver mining stocks. So we're up like hundreds and hundreds of % on all these things. Then Bitcoin, but we actually said that take profits on it above 100,000 to 120,000, so did the Crypto Vigilante people. And I wasn't very bullish on it. But we've been very bullish, Ed Bugos especially, and also Mr. X at the Crypto Vigilante, have both been banging the table for months to get some Monero while it was still around 100 or 200 or 200.
Whoa, it's down to 100, huh? I remember when it was over 300 or something. Damn, dude, that's going to go way up here. Look, Monero and Pirate Chain, man, they're both going to explode, mark my words, if they go up. But it's all a scam. I mean, if you're playing the game, don't use any money you don't have to literally throw away.
$150. Well, it started skyrocketing in the last few days. I mentioned my last video, but it's up a few $100s since then. It almost hit $800 today. It's up almost 100% in the last month. And Zcash has not been keeping up. Monero's almost back.
Wait a second. That went over to, it's over 700 now? Holy goddamn shit.
Back in the top 10 of market cap coins now, which is absolutely massive. And is another sign that all these things are going to start collapsing.
Yeah, they're really starting to go to that.
It's everything I've been talking about.
Private shit.
Like, you're insane if you don't subscribe to our stuff. Like, we've been talking about all this stuff. The Crypto Vigilante has been just like the biggest proponent of Monero for a long time. Monero, a told-so. Hey, you might want to subscribe to the Crypto Vigilante too. Dollar Vigilante.
I fucking told you so.
Crypto Vigilante, we're killing it right now. Like, there can't be any other financial newsletter on earth who's got anywhere near our returns over the last few months, because we're heavily into silver and Monero. And what are you invested in? Has it gone up at all? Is it down? Yeah, you should subscribe to our stuff. What are you doing? It's not even that expensive. $20 a month? Are you joking?
Anywho. Hey, what's up? Much love to Valdez. How you doing, brother? Missed you, man. Hope you're doing well. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Much love to Valdez, Robin, Thomas, Justin, JH. Look at Bub's cat. Hey, I didn't see that. What you up to? How are you today, sir? Yeah. True that. Yeah, what a queer. Fuentes a queer. Fuentes. If there was a gay day parade, he would be leading it. That's all I know. If there was a gay day parade, Nick Fuentes would be leading it. Singing the YMCA. YMCA. Anybody want to donate? Come on, come on. We're going to one by one. We're going to 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, can we get 5? Let me get 5. 6. Let me get 7. Let me get 8. How about 8? 6, 7, 8. 9. Let me get 9.
They broke my window. They yanked me out by my neck. They threw me to the ground. They stomped on me. They pushed my face into the ground. They put the cuffs on as tight as possible to the point where it took 6 agents to try to get them off.
My op-ed at HartmanReport.com is titled, Could this be what the end of a would-be dictatorship looks like? And, basically what we've got is all these. Well, actually, I opened the article with an epigraph, a quote from the first sentences, the very first sentence of Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. It's fairly famous. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was of darkness. And then another 1,000.
Got your trap.
2,000 down because they realized into a Russia-like police state. They're doubling down because they realize that they're now 600 people in their police force. And you got 2,000 ICE goons there now, and apparently another 1,000 coming. They're doubling down because they realize that their time is limited. I mean, this attempt to turn America into a Russia-like police state is suddenly failing. And a reckoning is coming. And Trump and his lick spittles look at the horizon and see mushroom clouds rising against a red sky, suggesting that their season of power and brutality is about to turn on them. Mike Brock over at his excellent newsletter, Notes on the Circus, says the United States is experiencing the greatest political emergency since the Civil War right now. And he's right. I mean, just look at what's happened in Minneapolis in the last, 3 days? Sunday, masked ICE goons were going door to door, house to house in Minneapolis, kicking in doors without search warrants, without no-knock warrants, in clear violation
of U.S. citizens. They don't have the power to arrest a U.S. citizen. That's not their jurisdiction, and it shouldn't be. But here they are, getting carte blanche to murder unarmed people because they jumped out in front of them. Their cell phone got hit. It wasn't a body cam. The dude put a cell phone out, and it hit the cell phone that he was holding out for the car to hit. He was never in any danger, and he murdered her.
Of the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, federal law, state law, and local law. When a woman, a U.S. citizen whose home was being invaded and was trying to protect her children from the assault, asked the secret police who just destroyed her front door to show her a warrant, they shot her with a taser, zapped her on the ground with tens of thousands of volts of electricity.
How is that a land of freedom, man? Where you have the right and a pursuit of happiness. You have the pursuit of happiness and the right to freedom and wealth.
She was a U.S. citizen, but she was black. And it appears increasingly like Trump is openly, or ICE is openly recruiting from the ranks of the Proud Boys and the other, white supremacist, racist, Klan-like militia groups. Just before that, they had shot Renee Good.
How is it that you just let a group of pedophiles just magically give unlimited immunity and authority to a brand new Gestapo, kind of like intelligence has unaccountable authority? It's crazy. You motherfuckers are fucking crazy, man. I like you, but you're fucking crazy.
Good 3 times in the face for telling another ICE goon named Jonathan Ross that she wasn't mad at him, was going to drive away. How dare you, woman? Trump regime officials blanketed the airwaves over the weekend, trying to claim that she was a domestic terrorist. And now the Department of Justice is refusing to investigate the murder, which has led 4 senior people in the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice to resign their jobs. I mean, this is shocking stuff.
Yeah.
And under any other circumstances, any one of these.
And it's the IDF of Israel. The IDF of Israel is literally wearing masks and they're ICE. It's a foreign. You have foreign troops on your soil right now. Foreign troops are on your soil. The Gestapo 2.0 ICE are foreign troops wearing masks. Why do you think they're wearing masks? Foreign troops are highly illegal in America. Foreign troops, boots on the ground, on the streets, is illegal. IDF on the streets as ICE is illegal. That's criminal. That is automatically, I know that much about their Kool-Aid, about their own laws, okay? That is illegal and criminal and treasonous. That is treasonous, punishable by death.
These things.
Putting foreign troops on our streets is punishable by death. Are you listening to me, Trump? That is punishable by death.
Would be national news. And then,
even training the U.S., the military or cops or anybody even getting training from a foreigner is automatic treason, punishable by death. Are you listening?
Yesterday in Minneapolis, ICE goons stopped a man who was just trying to drive home. But he was driving through a neighborhood to his home that was being attacked by ICE. And they thought he was following them. So they blocked his car.
And it's a total American. And yeah, I mean, it's on and on and on. Yeah, he's a virgin. Oh man, it goes on and on and on. Folks, if you haven't donated yet, I'm going to ask you to go to the link below and donate. And if not, go to the channel, the main page, the main YouTube channel, the home page of Meltology Professor on YouTube. The links are right there. And my free documentary is right there. Really nice, loud music and everything. Oh, you're going to like this. Oh, I'm getting real tired. I really, man, I'm getting so tired. I can't handle it. But let me show you this. Check this out. You'll like this. Like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Oh, man. Ching Chong.
The president of No Wars has bombed Venezuela and kidnapped their president.
Isn't this the 7th country he bombed this year?
Exciting, right? Check this out.
All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night, and it was deadly.
Thanks, Trump's team. If Israel wants oil, we'll make it happen. Ching Chong, take it away.
Thanks, guys.
So it all started in the middle of the night with no congressional approval, the exact day Trump's team was supposed to explain the Epstein redactions. Roll the footage. Look at that. Just a perfect distraction from the Epstein files. And how perfect is this for Israel?
Go back to China, Ching Chong. The Venezuelans are happy, so just shut it down.
Wait, I thought the ones in Venezuela are protesting, though.
Shut up, Goyam. Listen to the news and stop noticing.
Thanks, Daisy. I just joined your Only Freaks, but here are the ones in Miami. Just a perfect emotional justification to steal their oil, right? Anyways, Ching Chong, please interview the people who actually think this is about democracy.
What's your take?
Not everything is about Israel, stupid lefty. Go watch the news. The Venezuelans are happy. Trumpstein is making America great again. Maybe learn how to watch the news.
Wow. Okay, let's see what videos are circulating online. This one keeps being reposted everywhere too, but that's not even President Maduro. That's Hugo Chavez. You guys believe that? All right, what else we got?
Nick Shirley, the Jew lover, posted this one saying it's in Venezuela, but turns out it's Florida. What's up with that Ching Chong? Why is everyone posting fake videos?
Literally all the videos are from Madrid, New York, Miami. Like, dude, imagine if a foreign country stole Biden and said they're coming for our resources. How would you feel? Next video.
Thanks, Ching Chong. Well, isn't this one posted by Alex Jones real? Nope. That's from July. What the heck? Is this Operation Mockingbird or something? That would be pretty accurate, seeing as CNN, Fox, and all the other Jew lovers are pushing the same agenda.
Right? Like this one posted by Elon turned out to be AI too.
El pueblo finalmente está libre. El pueblo llora por su libertad. Gracias a los Estados Unidos por liberarnos. Y viva la libertad.
All right, this is all fake and gay.
Ching Chong, let's see if the normies are noticing yet.
Are you excited we kidnapped Maduro and his wife? Yes. Finally, my family will be free. Right. Regime changes always go well. Let's go to Jenny in Venezuela.
We're here in Venezuela where at least 40 civilians have died in the incident, which is a small cost for a lot of oil.
Trumpstein's official narrative is that he's protecting us from drugs, but fentanyl comes from Mexico, so that's a retarded excuse. Brian joins us live from the actual Venezuelans living here protesting against the United States. You won't see this anywhere else.
Yeah, so apparently there's no fentanyl here in Venezuela. So while folks overseas are celebrating, the people here are definitely not happy about it.
Thanks, John. So after finding all those fake videos, the only actual public videos inside their country are of them absolutely pissed at us. Check this out.
Vienen por el petróleo y van por ustedes también. Entiéndanlo, que ellos aquí quieren petróleo para continuar su guerra. Entiendan que ellos aquí quieren nuestras tierras para poder seguir alimentando guerras. No son un ejército de paz. La hora de la tierra es la hora de la chiquita. Y aquí nos vemos, compatriotas, defendiendo la tierra. Esta tierra es nuestra. ¡Viva Venezuela!
Wow. Do you know what she said?
No idea.
In other news, Israel broke ceasefire 1,190x times with bombs, shells, and gunfire, all funded by U.S. tax dollars.
Gosh, so Talmudic.
Yeah, the frickin' chosen people are on a sick one.
Shut it down, Goyim. We've been kicked out of 109 countries for no reason because of antiseptic rhetoric like that. Back to Venezuela or you're canceled.
Over 7.7 million Venezuelans left the country since 2014, but the colectivos are saying they want their president back.
No, we don't! Stop resisting!
Leave him alone. We're bringing you democracy.
You guys are owned by Zionist Jews, stupid gringo.
Somebody help me. They're socialists.
So you're not okay with us stealing your resources?
Look, gringo, you can't just kidnap our president and steal our oil.
Jenny, back to you.
Guys, I'm not joking. Please, I thought Trumpstein liberated them, but we just made it worse. Help! Take me back to America!
Wow, seems like the only safe place to be right now is on the Epstein files.
Straight up, now we can install a Jew like we did in America.
Gosh, it feels good to be the good guys.
Right.
Shapiro-Stein, take it away.
That's what I call good goyim. Just because Israel needs oil and wants to topple Iran and Maduro said Zionists control America doesn't mean we have anything to do with this. Ching chong, back to the goy slop.
Thanks, Shapiro-Stein, but you're not even an actual Semite.
Yeah. Anyways, let's ask this normie if it's a coincidence that Venezuela was Iran's greatest ally. What do you think?
I mean, people with Trump derangement syndrome are saying something about them not having a Rothschild bank or something. Yeah, but what about the war criminal he invites to the office every week? What do you mean? That's our greatest ally. Absolutely retarded. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Ready to get fat as shit?
Try our all-new fake filet.
I hate myself.
Goy Slop Jr., because you're not even chosen.
Goy slop.
Jr.
What do you think, Normie?
Oh my
Not even chosen.
God. Did you just assume my pronouns?
Oh, no.
Classic right-wing bigot. Maduro is like daddy.
What a
Wait. So I have to keep track. I have to walk on eggshells and keep track of your mental illness belief system? No, it's called freedom. Okay? Earn it.
You happy about Maduro?
Hell yeah. You want some Percocets or lean?
Wow, doesn't 98% of the fentanyl come from Mexico?
Yep. But normies don't know the difference. They only respond to a good old brown people cartel narrative.
Good point, Jenny, but only a small fraction actually ends up in Mexico. It's all just propaganda while the CIA floods American cities to destroy the homeless people. But yeah, let's just go and start a regime change in Venezuela.
Again, it's the intelligence agencies that are bringing in all the fentanyl. You stupid fucking retards. And again, you have to understand, every accusation is a confession by these fucking pedophile fucks in the intelligence agencies.
Do you think that's funny? Because I sure don't. Noticing what we did to the Middle East is antiseptic. You'll die in our wars when we say you will. And you'll cheer for it too, stupid Gurium. Run the commercials.
We were promised this land 3,000 years ago. If we don't take it, someone else will.
Help us build luxury hotels and apartments over the sand people's graves.
Jews everywhere are in danger of being caught for trafficking rings, and that's antiseptic.
BlackRock!
Because you're not chose.
What the heck was that? Anyways, check it out, guys. We finally got Maduro. Let's hear what this dictator was saying to his people. I hear it's antiseptic.
Ahora los racistas y supremacistas del sionismo hoy.
Now the racists and supremacists of Zionism today
quieren acabar con
want to wipe out the Palestinian people
el pueblo palestino con el apoyo de
with the support of the West.
Occidente, racia,
Plundering raids, extermination, genocide, atomic bombs.
exterminio, genocidio, bombas atómicas y luego contra vienen los
Next it'll be against all Arab peoples, all Muslim people.
pueblos árabes, todos los pueblos musulmanes y después quieran ver
Then they'll come for Christians, Catholics.
Venir por nosotros, los cristianos, los católicos. Paremos al
Let's stop the genocide in time.
tiempo el genocidio. Paremos a tiempo el genocidio sionista.
We must stop the Zionist genocide against the beloved Palestinian people.
Contra el amado y pueblo palestino.
Not gonna lie, that was actually pretty based.
Straight up, didn't he like?
Ban a bunch of Jew stuff, right? All of their favorite hobbies.
That's right. Here in Venezuela, they banned abortion, outlawed usury, gay marriage and sex changes, and capped interest rates. Kind of weird. Right, Shapiro-Stein?
Who gives a shit? The guy's a communist dictator. Everyone in his country is eating dog. He's shipping fentanyl to the United States to kill Americans. Why do I give a shit whether he's anti-LGBTQ rights?
Exactly. The United States of Israel stands for freedom, something they know nothing about. We're still on air. You think I care? The Jew jokes have gone too far. Back to the Goyslop.
Anti-Septicism is a serious illness that affects more than 50% of Americans today.
That's enough noticing for the day, Timmy. He keeps saying he wants to save Europe.
Do you or a loved one suffer from noticing?
Having empathy for the sand people is the first sign.
Yes, one moment. We work
You suffer from noticing.
directly with the FBI to flag them as dissidents. It may be time to get help before we lock them up.
Because noticing
Is antiseptic.
Always the victim.
Never the problem.
Their sympathy card ran out the moment they bombed the sand people.
Or
Right.
even Epstein.
Right. Let's hear what Colombia has to say about them.
Plan de pedófilos
A clan of pedophiles wants to destroy democracy in Colombia.
quiere acabar la democracia en Colombia. Duro, sí,
Harsh? Yes.
pero ahí
That's the reality.
está la realidad.
That's big.
The realidad.
Y para que no salga la lista, entonces nos envían acorazados a
They send more ships to kill
matar pescadores de
fishermen from this city
esta ciudad. Y amenazar al vecino.
and threaten the neighbor, talking about dictator and so on. They did the same thing to Saddam Hussein and never found any weapons of mass destruction, by the way, folks. And Gaddafi, all of them.
Que si dictador
All done for Israel.
o no, ¿cómo que el pueblo de
As if the people of Colombia would applaud an invasion.
Colombia va a aplaudir que invadan a su hermano, que no es el presidente,
Of their brother, which is not the president, but the people of Venezuela.
sino el pueblo de Venezuela?
Dude is on a sick one. I mean, these pedos control our government that no longer represents us. Frickin' Zionists every single time.
Shut it down.
Shut that goy down. Rest in peace, Jackie. Lampshade. What if they were the Nazis? What if they're actually, what if they were the Nazis?
Whose side are you on? Don't make me Charlie Kirkberg you. I'm this close. Shapiro-Stein, show them who runs the show.
Exactly. Just because we run the largest trafficking rings doesn't mean we won't blackmail our politicians and release the unredacted files. Trumpstein, be a good goyim and threaten him for us.
He better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next, too. And I hope he's listening. He's going to be next.
Good goy. You're safe this time, Trumpstein, but don't think we won't keep teasing them as a way to keep you in line. Now, time to set fires in Argentina.
Thanks, Shapiro-Stein. Here in Argentina, the President Milikowski changed the laws so that all burned land is now eligible for purchase. Guess who now owns the water company? An Israeli company called Mokarat. Yeah, not even kidding. Roll the clip of the guy they caught starting fires.
Ahora te vas ahí. Una hora. En el bosque no se puede hacer fuego. Prohibido, prohibido.
That's a Jew from Israel.
No fires allowed in the forest. Forbidden. Forbidden.
Didn't Theodore Herzl write a book called Palestine or Argentina? Or is this just a coincidence?
That's right. Herzl was not only an atheist, but the founder of modern Zionism. Stick that fact up your noggin and let it marinate.
Thanks, Tom. And as these fires blaze, we just got word that the judge overseeing Satan's trial has coincidentally passed away. All just a bunch of coincidences. Let's check out the video of the new president they want to install into Venezuela, who coincidentally won the Nobel Peace Prize for supporting genocide.
I would like to thank Benjamin Netanyahu
the Prime Minister of the State of Israel. They promised we one day will have a close relationship between Venezuela and Israel. I myself look forward to visit the State of Israel as soon as we conquer freedom.
Speaking of freedom, I wonder what happened to Jenny.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine. America's going to liberate them, remember?
That's right. She's probably eating a burrito as we speak. Let's see how she's doing out there.
Muy rápido!
Guys, I don't even speak Spanish. I'm not cut out for prison. Somebody save me.
Jeez, free Jenny. That place looks absolutely terrifying.
Good thing Satan's going to replace Maduro with a Jew.
Thank God. Let's let Maria finish.
And I can announce this, that our government will move our Israeli embassy to Jerusalem.
Just a crazy coincidence, like always.
Yeah, sure. How about that one Israeli dude who was
caught being a pedo?
Just a crazy coincidence.
Yeah.
Over here. Hands behind your back.
Well, that is an Israeli official, as police have arrested him as part of a sting before he fled the country.
Alexandrovich, an Israeli government official, accused of meeting a young girl for
Gosh, they love kids. It's so Talmudic.
Yeah.
They really do. They love the children.
Straight up, Satan's chosen little people. Back to you, Dennis.
Couldn't have said it better myself, and if you still...
Yeah, it's more like Satan's chosen people. Oh my gosh. How did I not come up with that one?
Still haven't followed Jake GTV. Turns out you're a not only retarded, but a loser. Certainly not based.
I think I figured out where our taxes are going. Just let me hack into the IRS real quick. And we're in.
Can you believe the Goyim are still paying taxes? Well, off to Israel.
Sucks not being chosen.
Wow, you actually made it to the end. Congratulations, you're based as If you want to keep us on air, just hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
The Goyim are noticing.
Who?
Jake GTV. We must shut him down before he gets any bigger.
That's good. Good stuff there, huh? Yeah, I know, Eldest. You're dead on, man. You're right. Yeah, it's cray-cray. It's cray-cray. It's cray-cray. Damn. Oh. Yeah. Bad hair day. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Anywho, I guess I'm gonna go. I put in a pretty long stream there, 3.5 hours. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm so happy. If you made it all the way to the end with me, you're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius. You'll have more information than most people get their entire lives coming here. You'll get in one day here. So good for you. I love you too, Rob. I love all of you, and grateful for your presence here always. Of course, takes a special breed to want, of awareness to understand these levels, and it's you guys. Very intelligent crew, you guys. You're very intelligent, and that's a good thing. We'd all be fucked. So we'll see you soon. Please donate, help me out. I gotta pay these bills. Thanks, y'all.